It says I just banned someone? I just clicked the screen and it said I banned someone. Is there? That is the name, right? Holy crap. I banned someone. Okay, it's good, it's good. What do you guys think of the music? I found new music for a while ago, but I don't know how many of it I can play. This song's fire though. I'll ramp it up. I'll be right back. I'm gonna grab some water. This song's so good.
Do my best!
Hey guys, welcome back. Oh, you turn it down. What do you think of the new music? I finally found some music that I believe is free to play. Doesn't have copyrights and whatnot is what I mean. And sounds good. I like this kind of music, but it's always trapped behind something I can't play, so. Free to play music, yes. Royalty free, yes. This is from, these are from Japanese artists. All right, real quick. I want to explain the title of the stream real quick. The title of the stream is, here I was hoping for Legendary Wrys. I was hoping for Legendary Wrys because I didn't want to spend any orbs. I already saw the thumbnail, so I'm just like, well, shit. What am I supposed to do about that? But yeah. So, anyways. But before I start the stream, and go over everything, I want to be very clear. I have not completed any routes. Why am I saying that? Because people are so insistent on me knowing everything. One of the reasons why I stopped playing Fire Emblem Three Houses was because I just kept getting spoiled. Like, I make my opinion about something, I see something, and I was just like, I see something about a character, and everyone's like, no, Nibs, you're so wrong, because you know, once we get past the Academy arc, this and this happens to this character, and they become this and this. And I'm like, well, now you've ruined everything. I don't even care anymore. So no, I'm just saying very clearly right now, please do not spoil me. It's already made it very hard for me to complete the game. Like, I lose motivation to play a game because the story matters to me. Okay? The story is always the #1 thing for me. That's why I like visual novels so much. There's almost no gameplay. It's all story, but I still love it because I love the stories. So yeah, please, if I'm wrong about something, don't spoil me. Please. I would like to come back and finish Three Houses someday. A lot of the spoilers I was told all the time that got me so upset, I don't really remember very well anymore, thankfully. So I'm hoping to get back to it, but like, yeah, please don't spoil me. I know this is supposed to be a spoiler in the future of the game. I don't care. Don't give me the specifics. That's all I ask. Thank you. Normally I don't say these things because, oh well, but I have to this time because this is not oh well. Alright, anyways. I'll start in a moment. Just give me a second. Comments on YouTube have been turned off since before the stream started. LobsterCon, more like Lobsterdom. Ryuzi's a mod. Do you not want the mod to speak? Ryuzi, you should ban LobsterCon on the YouTube side of things, so he can never show his face and insult you. Alright guys, give me a second. I'm just gonna burn some stamina, give people a moment to show up.
Sure.
Alright. Anyways, yeah. I'm hoping it's, I was hoping it was Wrys because I don't want to use any orbs. I can't use any orbs until I know for certain I can get 10 Marfs. There's no point in me doing anything. Like, getting 9 Marfs versus 10 is just like a game changer. I need I need all 10. In this case, I already have 3, so I need 7 more. So I cannot be weak. But I love her! I've always been a sucker for girls that are basically guys. Tomboys. Tomboys is the correct term. I've always been a sucker for tomboys. But she's not really a tomboy. Anyways, whatever. But yeah. I'm not spoiling anything. I could be talking about anybody. I could be talking about
Names after the banner video. Watch Fiz's recent Twitter video.
Faye's recent Twitter video? Alright. One sec, let me search it up then. Wait, why? Isn't this a bad idea to watch? Alright, whatever. Anyways, let's stop this. Let's stop this. Let's pick up our rewards and just go. Well, no. It's so fucking fast. I was trying to change it. Alright, after this one, we'll go. Oh, one sec. There you go. Jeez. This way you guys can listen to all the cool music that I found. Isn't it cool? It's super nice. This is like really good background music. Oh, it's so chill. That's the kind of music I like the most.
Time to kill? Yes, I suppose.
Sure.
Orders. Okay.
Is auto continuous auto off? Oh wow, it was a kill. Wow. Thanks for Jay Vertus. Thanks for the follow. All right, let's just wrap this up so we can start.
Here I go.
I'll pick up rewards actually, and then we'll start. But yeah. Start. Go.
Okay. Time to kill?
Da-da-da-da-da.
Sure.
What
No
now?
message? I'm insulted. Who is it? Wing Legend. Welcome back for 27 months. 27 months. Thank you so much, man.
Okay.
So,
I guess if you've been resub 26 other
long
times.
time no see. How y'all been?
Oh, welcome back, Anova. 2 years. Been well. Thank you so much. All right. We're gonna pick up our rewards and we're gonna go. So yeah, if you were worried, I have a sponsorship due tomorrow.
Alicia online when them peep.
Okay, tomorrow we're starting Trails in the Sky. Not Trails in the Sky. Trails of Cold Steel. 2, 3. Which one is it? It's the latest one. It's a sponsor stream, but I was gonna buy that game if no one sponsored me. Eventually. But 3. Trails of Cold Steel 3. After tomorrow's hero review stream. So look forward to that. Anyways, pick up our stuff. 1261. We gotta con top 1K, but I don't really care. 1261, 1261, 1261. Firmly in tier 27, of course. Give me that 46, those 46 grails. And sick. I have 60 defense loss. Cause my team good. Oh, real quick before I forget for tomorrow. What was the friggin' structure again? The tactics room? Yeah, I think it's tactics room. It's infantry, right? Yosh, yosh. Fixed. Oh crap! No, that's not fixed. There you go. Fixed. 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 There you go. All right, picking up the rest of the stuff. Allegiance vows. How do we do? Please be top 5K. Top 5K. Blah. 5034. I could have totally reran it, but I didn't want to. It was just 2 more flowers, but I was just like, maybe we'll stay in top 5K. Now we barely
The
fell out.
Twitter video spoils the banner Nim Kappa.
I know that. That's why I don't want to watch the Twitter video. All right, we got orbs. 5 extra orbs. Nice. Nice-oos. Today we could have made it, but we demoted. I don't want to spend time on it. Yeah. Whatever. I'll take it. And AA baby. AA 2250. That's fine. So good results all around, except for demoting, but whatever is bound to happen. Broker sieges. 2500, 1500. Okay, anyways. Alright, let's start. Remember guys, you got 4 hours left to redeem whatever's left, so better go. And normal, how much do I have for normal? 4.2k. I don't even know what I want anymore. Okay. Stop the music. Let's go watch it. I was 1 rank higher than you in AB. Wow, Lobster, you must be so proud of yourself. By so proud, I mean you suck PPs. But I think you knew that, so that's fine. Okay, anyways. Alright, I'm gonna free YouTube before we start this. The good thing is I won't read anything. You're free.
The title of Emperor falls to House Rasvalk. However, that legacy ends with me.
Of course, she has her own weapon. Raging Storm, Armored Stride? Oh. She swings like a bat. Okay, by the way, don't spoil me. I mentioned this first. Don't spoil me. Though I can already piece it together.
This battle is your last.
I love her voice actress. Wait. Was it Demobolith or Edelgard that got her voice actress changed? Either way. At this point, I'm just too familiar with either of them. So. Lobster was not here, or Lapin was not here. I got spoiled as a game. Like, in the first few weeks of playing this game, I got spoiled. That's why I lost a lot of motivation to complete it. So that's why I don't want any spoilers. Alright, anyways. Let's go over that. Oh crap, I just realized something. 1 second, I just realized something. I just realized something. This is really awkward to control. There you go. Okay. So the title of this stream is I was hoping for Legendary Wrys because I didn't want a good legendary hero or one that I was so interested in. She looks so stunning. Look how gorgeous she is. Holy crap. And yeah, I've been spoiled enough when it comes to the Flame Emperor, but no, I'm still not interested in any more spoilers. So yeah. I was spoiled like within the first month of playing the game, and I was really upset. That's one of the reasons why the playthroughs came out very slowly. Because I was just like, well, I know what happens, so I wasn't very motivated to play. But yeah, don't spoil. Thank you. I keep mentioning that because it's a big deal. Imur, I don't know how to say it correctly. Of course, is the weapon she has. Yep, it's nice to see it here. Grants attack +3 if unit is not adjacent to an ally. Inflicts attack defense -6 on foe during combat, and foe cannot make a follow-up attack. Oh, I bet this is gonna be based off of how she is from the Academy arc, the original Edo guard that we have in the game thus far. Of course, she has Armored Stride, a new skill. At start of turn, if unit is not adjacent to an ally, unit can move 1 extra space. Is that not just Armored Boots infinitely? Because, well, Armored Boots needs you to be at 100% HP and you can be close to somebody. But it's essentially just stay away from people and you can just keep moving. It's just an armored hero that just moves. It's like, oh no, it's kind of like Fallen Tiki in a way. Fallen Tiki in a way, right? Fallen Tiki has to be alone or next to dragons. And then she gets an extra buff from it. But, you know, that's a personal skill and this is not. This is going to be inheritable. But Armored Stride, it's super good for the sole reason of there are a lot of armored heroes in this game that are super, super OP. But they move like shit. They move like molasses. It doesn't matter if you have the greatest skills, the best stats, if you can't get into combat at the right times or at the right places. So this basically resolves it. All you have to do is stay away from them. And thanks to things like attack tactic, well, all tactic skills in general, you could buff them from a distance, so it doesn't even matter that much. Anyways, Armored Stride and Imur, I don't know how to say it correctly. I remember Bylov saying it, but it's been a while, so I don't remember anymore. Anyways, attack +3 and then defense -6 on your opponent, so that's a 6 attack swing, and you take 6 less damage. So just be alone, and she's likely gonna be slow, just like base Edelgard is, so. As well, she has Bonfire, attack, res solo. Ooh, interesting. She's probably not going to have that much res. That H skill is probably going to be very, very replaceable. What isn't replaceable, most likely, is Raging Storm. If unit initiates combat, grants another action to unit if unit is not adjacent to an ally after combat. Grants another action? No. 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 We have a skill that grants another action. It's called Gale Force. And it's a special skill. No. No, that's stupid. Why would you put Gale... Oh wait, Gale Force, Raging Storm, it kind of like, you know, links together in a way. It kind of makes sense putting those... No, it's still stupid though. Grants another action to unit if unit is not adjacent to an ally after combat. So essentially, go in, attack. If you're not next to somebody, yippee, you get another you get another turn. But because you have Armored Stride, you could just run away afterwards. What the heck? Okay, let's see what else it says. Once per turn. So if a skill that moves unit after combat is used, reference unit's position after that movement occurs. References unit's position after that movement occurred. Once per turn, if skill that moves unit after combat is used, references unit's position after that movement occurs. Oh, okay. So if you got pushed, like if you got lunged or something, or swapped into, either way, whichever skill it is that moves you afterwards, it still works afterwards. Yeah. It would just be at the new position. It would just be at the new position. So if you got lunged into an ally, that's what it counts as. So if you got lunged into an ally, this wouldn't trigger. Huh, it's interesting. I think that's what it means. If we use Dragon Stone or Beast damage and unit is not adjacent to an ally, unit makes a guaranteed fall attack during combat. Makes sense. Makes sense. I was spoiled, so don't spoil me more, but makes sense. Anyways, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. Against normal units, you're unlikely to double, but against dragons and beast heroes, you will double. And thanks to so long as you're not with anybody. Oh, it's 2 parts actually. It's 2 parts. At all times, if they're Dragonstone or Beast, you double them. But if you're alone and you started combat, you can get an extra turn from Raging Storm. And of course you want to be alone because her axe triggers when she's alone and Armored Strides triggers when she's alone. That's so good. That's so good. I wonder what her stats will be. She's so ridiculously good. This is basically like Fallen Tiki. Might even be better because Fallen Tiki is quite old now. Yeah, Armored Axe, Edelgard. Looks gorgeous. 45 HP, hitting a 64. If it was a Trigon or something, she'd hit twice. No, it's probably more important that she can have basically a second turn. You can't even stop this. You can't reset her special. You can't. How do you stop this? You can't reset her special. It's not a special. Brian Munn can't deny this because it's not an allied unit skill. It's her own. You literally can't stop this. If your opponent positions them so that they're not next to somebody, it just triggers. You don't let her near you. I guess. But it's her B slot skill. And it's a B slot skill that provides doubling on a large amount of heroes in the meta right now. Well, not in Aether Raid's meta per se, because dragons are kind of like, they're still there, but they're not very common. But in higher levels of arena, they're everywhere. Wow, this is really interesting. You guys gotta keep in mind, worst case scenario, she doesn't fight a dragon, so she doesn't get a double off, but she fights a normal hero. What does that mean? Well, because her axe prevents her from getting doubled, from making a follow-up for her opponent making a follow-up attack, she simply just has to attack one time, they attack her, combat ended, Raging Storm triggers, she gets another turn. What does that mean? You can just attack again and get the kill anyways. So, when people are saying it's not broken, it seems pretty broken to me. It doesn't matter if she's slow. She'll just attack, you'll counter back, event ends, Raging Storm triggers, she'll attack again, and you're likely dead. I don't think you could take 2 shots from her. If you're a dragon, it's even worse. Or beast. She goes in, she attacks you twice, you're dead. She attacks you one time, you attack back. She attacks again, you're dead. And then she has another movement, so she can just run back out. That's so good. That's so good. Now, there is a weakness. So, for example, if you use reposition or something, and the turn... So, for example, she goes in, attacks something, moves 2 spaces back, you draw back or reposition her. She's now next to you. So next turn, she doesn't get Armored Stride. So she doesn't move very well again. Unless it's an armored hero. In which case, if it's an armored hero with, like, Armored March, then I guess that counteracts it, because then you would just be able to move 2 spaces anyways. Wow, that's already figured out. Solved. No, I think she's going to be amazing. Edelgard looks really, really good. Raging Storm is just such a busted skill. Now, Special Fighter is super good. It is. But this gives you so much flexibility because you have an extra turn. No other hero in this game can do that. Legendary Crom? Legendary Crom doesn't do that. Oh, as in Legendary Crom swap her? Huh. But yeah, no other hero can attack, then attack again, unless it's like Gale Force. Alright, real quick. Red heroes are Legendary Ryoma, Creed, and Legendary Marth. I'll be flat out serious here. Unless you need a Dragon Killer desperately, or you need DC desperately, I would not pull red. Legendary Marth is one of the best Dragon Killers in the game, but let's be frank here. Young Marth is out there right now, and I would rather just go for Young Marth. So, yep, not really worthwhile. Young Marth isn't effective against dragons, but that's calves and armored, and at the higher levels of the game, well, armors are very common. At the lower levels of the game, cav are very common. So whichever the case, I would just suggest Young Marth over a Legendary Marth right now. Granted, he's still better at killing dragons. He's still, like, top 3, if not the best. But yeah, I wouldn't suggest it right now. And Creed just for DC. I don't really use Creed anymore. Air is whatever nowadays. Naga, I'll be honest, guys. Let me put it this way. Would you rather run Naga plus Altina or Altina plus Altina? Because I fought a team like a couple of weeks ago that was triple Altina. And so their heroes got 9 extra attack. So, yep. Anyways, yep. I would just say not that necessary anymore. There's not a lot of dragons in Ether raids anymore, and I just use her as a chill bot mostly now. Oh, whoa! I just noticed that. That's the first time ever a dual hero has made it on a legendary banner. Wow. Hold on, that really changes things up. Ephraim, dual Ephraim with Leon. We were wondering what are they gonna do about him, because we saw dual Hector got reran in the Special Heroes banner, but that's a Special Heroes banner. He's not a special hero. So he was at a weird classification. He was the only dual hero that was not a special hero. So I guess we have our answer. Dual heroes can indeed go on to legendary and mythic banners. Huh. Alright. Larum? Wait, is Larum even good? I don't even remember anymore. Celica's definitely good. Legendary Celica, very, very interesting hero. And Tsubasa. Ooh, actually. Okay, guys, which colors do you think are strong and which are not? Blue is looking super good. Now, Tsubasa. I know with Young Pal out right now, super good hero, but Tsubasa is a very close second. She's amazing as a Lancer. Of course, dual Ephraim. He also has great fodder. He has Heavy Blade 4, for example, and Law Attack Defense, I believe. Also a dual hero. And then Naga, which she could use in Ether raids. So, pretty good. Green is hot as well. Holy crap, green is super good. Celica, Legendary Celica, awesome. She does 25% true damage as well, based on Res, I believe. She also has Swiss Sparrow 4. Let me bring her up if I can. And, of course, Nagi, which is just one of the best tanks in the game. So, yep. Also reduces AoE damage taken. So, yeah, also one of the more ideal heroes out there. Huh. Let me see. Saintly Saintly Seraphim. Grants people 3 unit nations combat, deals damage equals 25% at foes res. So hits very, very hard on heroes with high res, which should be counters to her, but not really. Swiss Sparrow 3, Soul Zofia, which is basically a better Desperation with null follow-up. Yep. And then Swiss Sparrow, yep. Attack speed oath. Yeah. Celica's just super good. Anyways. I would say green number 1, just owing to... It's really rough. But I would say green number 1 owing to Edelgard, but man, blue's so close. Yeah, between greens and blues, those are best. I'll just say reds and colorless are kind of just sleepers. Air, Larum, Silk, it's not really worth it. And red is not really worth it in my opinion either. So yeah, I would suggest green and blues. The banner is up on the 30th. It is up for the standard amount of time. And yep, that looks to be it. Anyways, let me know what you guys think of the banner. I really like Edelgard. God damn. This is top. Like, absolute top tier art. So good. So good. Wow. Anyways, we'll discuss this.
Hello.
Hello.
Hey guys.
I heard
You
myself.
sound sad, Nims.
I sound sad because I'm on this legendary young Marth journey, and I was just hoping for some sleeper legendary hero. I was hoping for it to be like Wrys or something that doesn't make sense. Maybe it's a late April Fool's joke, you know? Look at this shitty hero. Ha ha ha. Let's all skip. No. No. They literally go for the one hero that like I have a left that I have a really big soft sauce for that wasn't in the game.
Fortunately, I went Golden Deer, so my bias is not as strong, meaning I can continue to get pity broken.
My bias is
The
in the
other
opposite direction.
Well, I know you guys are unlikely to be the same here, but I knew I was all about Black Eagles ever since before the game even released. I just looked at everybody, heard the stories, was like, well, I'm pretty set. I wasn't gonna be swayed by any other house. And the Lonely Emperor, come on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nevertheless, I'm still kind of pressured here. Like,
Right.
I might put a couple in.
As you should be. I want to give her a home. Show her the happiness of. By the way, her B slot's ridiculous. So show her the happiness of killing endlessly, because she's gonna do mad work in anybody's team, really.
Mm-hmm.
I'm pulling, but not for any of the units you guys are pulling for.
I mean,
Yeah, I know you're going for
that's-
Ephraim.
That's,
That's
a strong.
easy.
Yeah, I'm going for Ephraim.
Obviously, duo Ephraim.
I hate that I was correct in saying that Duo Ephraim was going to be on this banner.
I'm so happy I got him when I did. I don't need more pressure right now.
I don't mind, but I really want that merch.
I'm probably skipping on the banner. As much as like I love Edelgard and how cool Raging Storm is, I need a guarantee I get that +10 Marth, or everything I've done thus far in that banner is just wasted.
I still have only gotten Marth so far, so I kind of need to devote whatever I have left.
I got a Shira
Who is this?
today.
Yeah. All right. Anyways,
I'm definitely going to be putting at least something in for Edelgard, because I'm also a fan of Edelgard. You've seen how I built my base Edelgard.
Mad Trash, you're a fan of Edelgard? I had no idea.
Couldn't tell.
Yeah, I couldn't tell.
Yeah.
She just looks okay. I don't even need to review her art to say this is one of the prettiest heroes in the entire game. Like,
No, I gotta fully admit that. Akin did a really good job.
right.
Very nice job with the art.
She looks so right. Sometimes heroes get released, I'm just like, this feels a bit off. But like, whether it's due to their positioning of their weapons, like, there are so many things that just get me off on a hero, but she has everything down right. Like the way she's holding the shield, how she's striking the axe down, and she looks absolutely ferocious. Like, the detailing here is so good. I'm just blown away. I really want her, but I have to get Marth first. I have to be strong.
Yeah. Be strong. I know I have to be.
I mean, to be fair, in the same amount of it's gonna get you like quite a few more Mars. So,
I mean, yeah, but there's also the matter of this will last for a little while, and whatever orbs in that time could be spent towards Edelgard will get spent towards Marth.
Yeah. Here's the thing. Because while I have more time for Marth than Edelgard, the safe play is to get at least 400 orbs into the Young Marth banner. Because that's you. Let me put it this way: if I miss out on like 2 Marths and I got a +8 Marth, I can't use him.
Can't.
I can't. It wouldn't make a difference for me. So I just committed all those orbs, and I gotta wait for whenever he's getting reran. If he's getting reran, I mean, we know probably he's gonna get reran, but how much longer in the future?
Star,
yeah, the 4-star focus is kind of the iffy.
that's the part that nobody's really sure on.
Yeah. So we don't know what's gonna happen. So I kind of have to just devote all the way in there. But yeah, if I had the orbs, I would definitely go for Edelgard, because this kit is so synergetic and it's so clean. I wonder what her stats will be. She's gonna hit like a truck. She's gonna
I
have
already
to.
can tell you a few of those.
Okay, sure, yeah.
So we already know she has 45 HP because that's the trailer.
Yes.
She has around 42 attack. Yep.
42
38
attack.
defense.
Wait. Is this with attack res solo in?
No, this is base.
How are you sure?
Because that blue lance flyer she fights is specifically from Dimitri's introduction chapter in the main story. Book 3, chapter 9, part 3, I think it is. Part 2.
Okay, no one cares about that. You don't have to be that specific. Okay, I believe you. Yeah. Someone fact check him. But I believe you, yeah.
It's
Yeah.
it's that chapter I was searching with him.
And then
okay.
Bonfire. And then she procs a Bonfire for 20 damage, but she has Byleth supporting, so that's 2 defense knocked down. It was a 20 damage Bonfire, so she has to have between 38 and 39 defense. As for other stats, she has to have at least 29 res. Probably be higher, which means at most she has 25.
Okay, I figured she would have lower res. Makes sense to me. But I gotta ask, what do you think of
Yes.
her kit though?
I can actually see that some people are probably going to change a little bit, at least as far as the A and C slot go.
Yeah, well, yeah, I understand that. A slot's the most changeable for me, but
Well, yeah.
I have one very big question.
yes.
Yeah.
Does Raging Storm stack with the regular Gale Force?
The eternal question right
I
there.
don't think it does, but it doesn't say.
It doesn't
anything.
say. It would say it does not stack.
Because you
so-
realize how crazy it is if you use Heavy Blade, Gale
Exactly.
Force.
Heavy Blade 4, Gale Force.
Yeah,
Oh, look where
because
Heavy Blade
you-
4 is.
You would just smash into them. They hit you back one time, so that's 3 cooldown down, and then your next turn, and then Raging Storm gives you another turn, and then you just hit them again, and now you have Gale Force, so you can have a three turn. Like that would be ridiculous.
Because let's put it this way: regular Gale Force says once per turn, and then Raging Storm says once per turn. Depending on how they run it out, it might just be that you can have each one proc once per turn. Ergo, she gets 3 actions self-sufficiently. Unfortunately, no slaying. But if you run Heavy Blade 4, like from Duo Ephraim, then you can reasonably go down to 3. Enemy counterattacks 2. If you don't double, you get your next combat. Goes down to 0 after you attack the enemy again, and you go again.
Mhm.
3 combats, self-sufficient.
You realize like how devastating this would be. You could just,
Exceptionally.
this might be, if that works out, a 3 action Gale Force hero, and really, she moves like a normal hero thanks to Armor Stride. Now, she has to be alone
doesn't
and might mess up some buffing, but people are gonna have an easy time to figure that part out. Come on.
Yeah,
She doesn't
I
need
would hope
armor
so.
stride.
She'll probably. You could keep openings going, if anything.
Yeah. But yeah, I could see this being extremely devastating. It blows me away. What is going on recently? What's with everything being so busted?
They really are making these legendary heroes fit their name more so nowadays, aren't they?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That said, not as a pressured about this for Ether Raids purposes, but in Arena, absolutely terrifying.
Think about how many dragon teams are just going to be completely shut down.
Yeah, Dragon
yeah.
Comps have nothing. If
Oh,
there's
yeah.
a pure Dragon team, as long as she doesn't die, they're dead. There's no question.
I don't think you can kill everyone. So, but there is one flaw. Oh, but it's so slight.
And that is,
She's not running guard. And you know how dangerous.
she's not running guard, and she's gotta still be alone at all times.
Yeah. But I'm
Yeah,
just
the
gonna say
guard-
like that's not as big of a deal because, well, they could double her, but because of how her weapon works, it depends on her speed. But it's probably
Her speed is
It's
bad.
probably bad.
it's
Yeah.
probably
It has-
bad.
It's at most 25, which I'll say right now, I'm actually expecting around 21, roughly. Let's just say that.
Because here's
But-
here's that scenario that you just mentioned. If they have Vengeful Fighter and she cannot double them, it's 25 speed. That's a iffy proposition because she doesn't get like a special, right? She's not charging.
She's not accelerating without an A slot or a seal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So in situations like that, I think she just loses she can't naturally double, and she's not getting a special off, and they're getting 2 shots, and if it's Vengeful Fighter, it's definitely a special too. She's probably screwed. But
Yeah, she's super dead.
but yeah, that's the only weakness I can see. Now, very clearly, she's supposed to be used as a specialist hero, Dragon Stones and Beast Damage. It says very clearly. So you don't.
Yeah, that's
she's
her
not
main
for
target.
everything, but
She can be, but
She
she's not
can
going to be murdering everything. This is kind of like Legendary Month, where there's a specific hatred towards beasts and dragons.
Dragons, especially with Marth, because
Yeah,
he just
but-
says, "No, you don't get to counterattack. You get to die instead."
Pretty
Yeah.
much. It's just going the extra mile with those, but otherwise having a pretty solid centric kit.
I don't think this like destroys this game until until I see Gale Force how the Gale Force situation plays out. Again, if she gets 3 turns, that could really change everything. Like
Yeah.
that's basically
I don't know.
another extra Gale Force hero in the
Depends
combat.
on the kind of unit that you're getting up against, but reasonably 3 turns of combat. If you're not a red tank, you're dead.
I can see her actually working very well alongside Brave Hector in Gale Force situations as well.
I mean, if you really want to go that route, you can also bring.
Oh, by the way,
Being-
you guys do realize she has like something that a lot of heroes don't. Because this Gale Force triggers, well, it's not even really Gale Force, but because the extra turn triggers just by being alone, she has an option to attack things. She's likely gonna have super high attack. She has an option to attack low defense, like 1-hit targets, and she's still
Yeah,
gets
she
extra
can
turn.
just
That's really
get
valuable.
around and kill then. And if Gale Force stacks, then even if they're really far away, she can just keep Gale Forcing her way around the target until eventually she reaches the lower defense foe.
Yeah, so that's why I think Raging Storm is real. This is
The charge thing is just awkward. That's about it.
wait, what
The charge thing is awkward. Like, you have to
Yeah.
actually figure out how to actually
Assuming
charge
it's-
Gale Force, but
Yeah.
you need Heavy Blade realistically.
And even
So-
then, if it's like low defense target, you're not getting Gale Force off.
I mean, even if you just, as long as they can counterattack, it shouldn't be bad.
Yeah,
If
As
it's
long
an
as
all-range-
somebody counterattacks.
Yeah, if it's an all-range team, she's not really gonna get that
No.
off.
Oh no, she'll never get off Gale Force.
hold on.
without
If
that.
you attack a low defense target, you attack. Heavy Blade triggers -2 cooldown. Then you attack a high or another just moderate value. As long as she gets hit 1 time in this situation, it
Or
triggers. Or
if you
you
wanna be
run something to
funny-
give her 1 more cooldown. Like
Legendary
Hector.
Hector, who is
Yeah.
a fire unit.
yeah, so it's not that hard to play around.
Another potentiality is giving her Heavy Blade on the A slot and then
Heavy
Quicken
Blade
Pulse
for
as the
a
seal.
slot, QP seal.
Yeah,
is
that
another
also
option.
works.
You are missing out on stats though.
I
Well, you
am
still
not
get the
sure
plus
how
5
many
attack.
stats she's gonna
Well,
need.
you get +5 true damage per attack.
Also, Heavy Blade 4, really? You're gonna kill a better Gale Force unit.
I don't think so. We haven't even seen the stats yet, but I highly doubt it.
She'll probably be even almost easier to. Actually, she should be about as easy to proc it as Ephraim, because if Ephraim has 39 attack, she has 42. It basically works out to the same after the lull.
Yeah, but we're talking about Dua from here.
Well, yeah, we're still talking about
And
two Ephraim.
and
who
specifically, we're talking about foddering Dua from, which is,
Yeah. You
What?
gotta kind of pick your eggs here.
What this is even as a free to play player, as in like I don't spend on banners. I would make such a sacrifice because I feel like it gives her something that no other hero can do, which is quite literal. No other hero can do this.
I'm
That-
gonna wait. I would wait until we know for sure that Gale Force.
Yeah,
But
I
if
know.
that's
I would
the
wait.
case,
I would
that-
wait. But I'm saying if it does
It
turn
might-
out to be the case, these are
It might be
exactly the
worth
cases that you
sacrifice.
save up for. Like I wouldn't
Mhm.
put Heavy Blade 4 on many heroes at all. It would have
That
to be
one I
something that only this hero can do, and that's what Edelgard has.
Pretty much. Not to mention you free up your seal, you can run Death Blow, so you're getting more true damage than if you ran Death Blow 4 with regular Heavy Blade 3.
And we don't really know how bulky she actually will be because
38 defense is pretty much a guarantee. The res bulk is the big question.
The res
But her
bulk is a question, sure, but like her axe takes away 6 of your attack.
Mm-hmm. That's
And
the main thing. You kind of bring that up with like Crom.
Maybe
He's
she's
deceptively bulky.
maybe she's a user for fortress defense res. I'm not sure if she needs more attack.
If you're going to be using heavy blade, no.
No, I'm saying I'm just weighing out the A options. I know if we talk
Yeah,
about
if
heavy
you
blade
want,
more.
if you're not going to go for the heavy blade option, then yeah, might actually be worth it.
Because you reduce the
and-
damage, and she can only get hit 1 time, so
Mm-hmm.
I think this is a really interesting hero. You got
Whatever
so
you're
much to play
thinking-
with.
Basically, anybody who built Rudolph, you can think of some similar A slot options to his. Even though he doesn't have one at base, you could probably work the same way as you do with Rudolph, seeing as how they're identical and like what they basically do.
Yeah.
Armors cannot use time spells, guys. That would be so busted.
They can use Panic Smoke,
Yeah.
Yeah.
which is a perfectly
And-
solid option here.
Yeah, that's something that I am considering doing, is giving her Panic Smoke for a C slot and keeping her with Brave Hector for Armor March.
Yeah,
Here's the
because you
thing.
don't have to start.
I value Armored Stride so much. Which, by the way, it's gonna feel so bad when people kill her off for Armored Stride. Come on.
It's
Yeah,
not
people
worth it.
are going to do
Armor
that.
Ball. It's so hard to make it. Like maybe with Winter Ephraim, but I wouldn't really put it on anybody else because most are actually designed not to go alone.
Yeah. But here's the thing: if you Armored Stride, this is such a ridiculous skill because a lot of problems with armor was just like you can't run. It's not very good. It's not a very good idea to run them alone. You just don't get the maximum value of it.
Mhm.
You run Armored Stride, running one armor together, one armor by itself, perfectly fine. Which also is why I think she's so amazing, because can be used in any situation.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be an armor emblem comp for this particular unit.
It's also why I value Fallen Tiki so much.
Yep, that's why people fear Fallen Tiki. You know, besides the 4 stats, but plus 4 to everything. But it's the fact that she can move on her own, self-sufficiently, just so long as she's alone, or in Fallen Tiki's case, adjacent to dragons or beasts. But
Yeah.
nuances.
It's dragons only for Fallen Tiki.
Oh,
Beasts do not grant her the
Yeah, beasts don't.
bonus
Yeah, that's true.
from Solitary
Okay.
Dream.
Anyways, the point I was trying to make was essentially this is just like a max BST hero moving like a normal hero,
Essentially.
and they already
Yeah.
have more stats coming off from their axe. So you're just a walking stats ball. Like that's just moving around perfectly. Which, by the way, Armor Stride will allow her to move through forests, so she actually has like pristine movement,
Better infantry movement, basically.
better infantry movement. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, she's gonna be. That's ridiculous. That's so good.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
But with that said, there isn't anything crazily special outside of Raging Storm. Like that's the only game-changing thing here. Everything else is not that
mean-
crazy.
Yeah, Emir is basically the same thing as Thorn Lance, just with a different condition slash
Yeah.
armored
It's,
strike.
it's a
Yeah.
it's a much more consistent condition, simply because it's not affected by debuffs at all. Whereas
I mean,
Thorn
yeah,
Lance is-
but you also have to
condition.
still be a solo armor. Whereas Thorn
Yeah.
Lance, Rudolph has literally the highest attack out there. Good luck.
Do you know how
It's not
annoying
always gonna happen.
it is to fight her? Because you can't stop Raging Storm. If you bait her out, Raging Storm triggers.
Oh yeah, as long as if she doesn't die, that Raging Storm will not stop. You can't stop that with Guard. You can't stop that with Pulse Smoke or what you want. It will happen, guaranteed.
And again,
Because it's not a special.
if you bait her forward, it's almost guaranteed she's alone. So
Yeah, more than likely.
okay, well that's gonna be super annoying. If she has a fast special, oh boy, that's gonna ruin someone. Can you imagine if someone runs Raging Storm? What's this? Well, Bonfire. Yeah, she could run Bonfire. Heavy Blade.
If you want to be silly, you run Redwood Sky.
Well, yeah, you have a lot of options, but
You really would hate dragons at that point.
right, but like there are so many ways to screw people up because you only have a 1-to-1 exchange unless you run null follow. And
Yeah, well, no follow up. Is every armor's bane?
I know,
That's
but
sad.
with that said, still, if you don't have it and you bait a Edelgard, it could just be game over because if that bonfire triggers, you're probably screwed.
yeah, you're dead. Let alone the fact that she's going to hit you twice with among the highest attack period. Considering that if she does indeed have 42 attack, like I expect, that's 61 natural attack, 65 plus attack, effectively 71 with the Amir debuff.
You already figured out to 71?
Yeah,
Oh my god, okay.
effectively.
'Cause it's
And if she keeps you
19.
solo, that's 77.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a 19 acting like,
Yeah.
19 acting like 25 might weapon.
Yeah.
Yeah, the 631
Holy crap.
attack offer kit.
Okay. I really want to see her actual stats. I already know, Legion. We've been through this enough times. You're always very, very close. Remember Young Minerva? I released a video and there's a couple people who saw it like after the fact, like, this guy's eerily close. How does he know? Because you were off by 2 stat points. That was it.
I work on the beta team.
But yeah. Anyways, I think Edelgard is one of the most interesting additions to the game I've seen.
As far as armors go, yeah.
Yeah. It's not just Raging Storm. Armored Stride, introducing Armored Strides to this game is going to change a lot of things up. And you guys
It's going
got
to change a lot of armor dynamics.
right.
A little bit awkward though.
Well, yeah, you got to worry about being solo, like all rouses. But for the fact that any armor can be run in any composition now, that's a huge boom.
The only issue,
Even
well, by the way, that's so easy for it to trigger. You know why? If you ran, say, 3 infantry or infantry flyers or calves or whatever with 1 armor hero with Armor Stride, first turn it doesn't work because most likely they're next to somebody. But afterwards, they're just moving normally because everyone's ran past them.
It's basically like a slow start.
Yeah, and they can just run up rally, and then the other hero moves away again, and then again they're alone now. So Armor Stride is just gonna normalize movement for armored heroes if you do go that path.
Yep, pretty much. Granted, it's a much more expensive option than March, which is now even in the compile manuals. But for those who actually go the mile, they can run their armor in any team, basically.
Yep, I agree with that. Anyway,
Stride will also still work well in full armor teams. Just have half of the team using Armored Stride, half of the team Armor March.
yeah, that's true.
That way you have them moving at all times, adjacent or not.
At least half of them will have that 2 movement at all times, yeah.
Yep.
Anyway,
Unless both of the Armored Stride ones are next to each other for some reason.
Yeah.
I mean, sometimes the maps randomize it like that, but yeah, generally speaking,
Yeah.
that would happen.
Well, that's why you swap places, but yeah.
Anyways, I'm super excited for her. I would 100% go for her if I had the orbs. But I
Likewise.
got to be smart about this.
I gotta be more conservative towards getting any focus unit. Please.
She's got some really nice animation too.
Well,
yeah.
that part was standard, but I want to see everything else. Okay, in terms of the rest of the banner, I think this is pretty quick. I looked over it and I was just like very, very bored of Carlos and Red. I think Carlos headlined by Silk and Red is headlined by Lindri Marth and the distant counter in Hreed. I don't really value Hreed anymore at this point in the game.
He's still a really solid unit.
He is solid, I
Doubling
get
it,
it, yeah.
Not getting doubled off 1 penalty, even now, is surprisingly good.
Right. But I'm just saying, compared to Blues and Green, it's not a contest.
Oh, no, it's not a contest. I'd probably say... Crap. Because then you have to beg the difference between Ephraim and Edelgard.
You know, you realize that's kind of really wacky, because those are 2 pristine Gale Force heroes. Well, projected for Edelgard, but we know Ephraim for sure is a great one.
I mean, at least she's great Gale Force.
Hold on, you realize you could just build her the way we talked about Heavy Blade 4 immediately from this banner.
Yep.
That's funny.
Exactly.
I still don't like that.
I don't think armors can run lulls, which is kind of the awkward part.
It doesn't matter if you wouldn't use it.
So you literally can only take that from Ephraim unless you want auto attack.
But chances are you wouldn't use it. Raging Storm is just a really amazing skill.
Oh yeah, no, you wouldn't use it. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Had the option, then you probably would take it. But nah, you can basically just build Edelgard off Ephraim if you so desired. Unfortunately, there's no smokes here to capitalize on, but that's whatever. Oh, tax mode, but yeah.
All right.
Funny enough, This is the second banner in a row in which Legendary Celica and Edelgard are together in some form.
Oh, you're right. Edelgard was
Oh,
with
yeah.
Legendary Celica. I remember that because I wanted. Yeah.
All three of them were there, right?
When Celica debuted, it was Celica, Thracer, and Edelgard.
And then there
I
was Claude and
remember.
Dimitri on that banner as well, right?
That's why I wanted
Yes.
that banner because it was just like, wow, I like all three of these girls.
I would be more worried about Claude and Dimitri personally.
Claude being
Legendary.
there. Oh yeah, no, I'd be more worried about that.
Yeah, their effects are much more terrifying.
Yeah, especially with
They're also their move types are
heroes.
more terrifying.
Yeah.
Yeah, within the context of heroes, Claude and Dimitri will be significantly more worrisome to deal with.
Depending, but
We'll see. We'll have to see the stats
in the
first,
arena
but-
meta, then I think arena meta Edelgard will be on.
Yeah, you
top.
have to keep that in mind because sometimes you just don't see heroes. Like they're everything's great on paper, but they just don't fit in these teams.
Well,
Yeah.
since
Poor
they're-
Forsyth.
Well, since they're doing pair up, I mean, they're scoring about the same.
Oh yeah, they're gonna score about the same. It's more so just a matter of which more targets the meta, and Edelgard heavy hits the armored meta. Well, the dragon meta rather. The beast meta doesn't exist, and she's a part of the armor meta, so she synergizes well with those compositions
Isn't she like
already.
2 bins higher then in terms of points?
Well, she's
What?
going to have a
She's
personal.
probably
piece
gonna have
skill.
hers
Because
duo skill should be, or pair up skill should be a 180 BST treatment.
yeah, wait, hold on.
I wouldn't be surprised if it gives her the 185 treatment, but
I wouldn't be
we'll see.
either, but I'm saying it's probably gonna
Because from what I remember, pair up heroes count as 175, and she should be 185.
Crom
right?
is 180.
Except for Crom.
Except for wait, really? Wait, Crom got
Crom is
bumped.
Crom counts as 180.
What?
There's a reason why water season's actually higher than every other season. It's because Crom has more SP on his assist and a higher duel on his pair ups.
Okay, Crom, that mother. Okay, anyways,
Yeah, if you need a more reason.
what a bitch.
Yeah.
Okay, no, I think she should have that advantage. Is what I'm saying.
Without a doubt.
Yep. If you thought water earth seasons were bad, wait until water fire seasons.
Water
become
fire
more common.
season's gonna.
Yeah.
At least there are 2 armors that are fire, so, you know.
Both of which can technically. Well, she can synergize off Hector at least,
Yeah.
ironically.
I can't wait to see the one guy who runs both Flame Emperors together.
Well, that's the funny thing because
I know.
literally
Go
next
ahead.
Week,
Yeah.
Plus 10 Flame Emperor will be available to so many people who were saving grails for that, myself included.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna make a +10 Flame Emperor as well. Not this one, but
Yeah.
the other one.
Hey, I'll take what I can get.
All right. Anyways, banner comes out on the 30th until May 7th. It is a same amount of time. Let me know if you guys will be pulling. Personally, I am completely into that Young Marth. Chances are I'll have enough orbs. Like at the end of the Young Marth banner, I'll have enough orbs to use on something other banners, but this will be over way by then, so I
That'll
probably
be
won't
way
matter.
over.
Yeah.
Yeah. I will whatever I can into green. But if I had to prioritize them in
So
general,
if this Edelgard has Aimer, then it's confirmed the Edelgard will have the Sword of Sorrows and the shield will be her exclusive skill.
I'm assuming you probably won't fully understand that, Nims.
I don't, but I have a pretty good idea.
Well, we'll just leave it at that. But the CYL alts are definitely going to be more interesting if they're not their time skips.
You guys also have to keep
That's-
in mind, the CYL alts don't have to follow anything in particular. They could go entirely.
No, they don't
different-
have to. They follow a theme with themselves, somewhat.
Yeah,
but they
but-
don't tend to follow an actual theme as far as like
Yeah, just
where they are canonically.
don't think about it them canonically and just expect it to be the case. It's actually
No,
more
they could
often not the case.
Not the case. No.
Yeah.
Very rarely. Like I think Elliewood's the closest.
Right? Because you got to think about CYL heroes in the past, like they were just reimagined versions of the characters, right? Like Ike at the end of the game is not digging up his father's axe and wearing his clothing. You know?
I mean, he actually does get to use Irvon. Taken.
I know,
Yep.
I know, but I'm just saying, like, you can't just base it off of that because it doesn't happen.
Yeah.
I don't
I don't
think it would even work with the sea oil specifically.
Yeah, I'm just kind of waiting out to see whatever happens there. But as far as color priorities, green, I'm actually gonna say green's a little better than blue. Not because Ephraim's bad, but because blue shares with Naga.
Yeah, that's
and
weird to say, but it's
Tsubasa
true.
a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like on net, I think blue's a little weaker because green has both legendary Celica and Nagi, who has kind of funny actually, who has distant counter and special fighter at the very least, or is also a really good tank armor.
Mm-hmm.
And then legendary Celica is a really good green mage.
Mm-hmm.
Tsubasa is really good on blue lance flyer, though we have competition with her right now. Thank you, Duo Pala. Naga, if people want her, they probably have her. That's the main thing.
I'll just point out for Naga, I'm not even sure if she's worthwhile pulling for anymore. Well, I do
still think
face. Yeah,
Mixing Naga and Altina is not a bad idea.
I
Because
know,
Naga
but
can
that's what I do.
distinct support.
But I'll just say this: if you gave me the option between Naga, Altina, and Altina, at this point I'm leaning towards Altina and Altina, because dragons are still there thanks to Duma, but Duma's not hard to kill anyways, and usually that's the only dragon I'm using her ability on nowadays. I still see other heroes. I do. Every week I see other dragons, but it's just a small handful. Whereas double Altina will just provide value in every fight I go in. Just
I mean,
because
the main
of the extra
thing
3
is
attack.
I run Naga as a chill bot, and then
Same here,
also a
same
chill
here.
soak with her stats. So that actually
No, I do the same thing. I run her with
Mini straps.
Smite, and what chill does she come with? Chill speed?
speed.
Chill speed and chill attack or chill defense. Depending on whichever bonus hero, whatever I run, whichever skill I run on them. So I get what you mean, and I do that too, but yeah.
I just prefer not to have too many sweet kitchen, realistically.
Okay.
But Naga still also comes in handy sometimes as a tank because her stats are okay.
Mm-hmm.
But that said, again, if you have her, you probably won't need to pull her again, and if you don't, there's probably a reason for that, or you're just really unlucky.
But yeah, I agree with that assessment. I think she's the weakest link there, which is kind of weird to say since she's valuable for ether raids. But in terms of fodder, she doesn't keep up. In terms of a unit, hard to say keeping up with the other heroes as well. So she's still really good, especially if you get a lot of dragons around her or just a lot of heroes buffed with that dragon ability. So.
Basically.
Yeah, if you build a team entirely around Naga, then she can become nigh untouchable, where like even something like Idun would struggle to keep up defensively, but
Yeah.
without
Big
that
investment.
level of investment, she's not going to be quite as good.
Yep.
Pretty much.
All right. But
That's
yeah.
pretty much it. Like, colorless, I'd say, is better than red. Red
Yeah.
has distant counter. And then a bunch of legendary heroes most people have seen plenty of times before. Colorless has Silk, which is melancholy. For anybody doing Rucker Sieges, that's almost invaluable.
I know.
And
but
Lorum
she's-
is a good answer.
I'll just say she's kind of just stuck with Lurum and Air. Air, come on. At this point,
Air-
cannot. There's really
doing
no
her for
point in
Marcus.
suggesting Airs
Or
anymore.
Misty Boost. No, I would never
Air is
suggest her
still
unless you need
really
Misty
good
Boost.
for late season because of her passive healing, though.
And the
I
rest is
know,
fine.
I know, but
Unless
that
you're
breaks fantasy
dependent
teams. And for example,
Unless
for
you're
me, I never run it.
dependent on
Yeah. I mean, you don't have to run it at that point, but there's also Mystic Boost there, and more merges is more score.
Mystic
But it's
Boost
much
is-
like Naga.
Okay, I'm just gonna say for generally people, like in terms of a valuable unit, if you probably have enough airs by now, probably.
Yeah, you probably do. She's been rerun enough. But Lorum, Disarm Trap, and Dragon Slasher are both really good. And at the very least, she's a good dancer.
She has one of
So-
the worst arts I've seen in recent months.
Yeah, fair enough. But-
Her proportions are all wrong. She's like an alien trying to look like a human being. It's so bad.
It's kind of weird on
Yeah.
the neutral art. But
for Lorum,
fun.
it's basically just you basically have everything you need for a dagger dancer.
pretty much, whether it's her or not, you have a really good dagger dancer out the gate with. And then Melancholy. So I'd say colorless is a little better, but that's my kind of... Basically, green is greater than blue is greater. This is greater. That's my distinction.
I agree. Okay. And final
Alright.
thing is, Edelgard's cute yet fierce. Yes, that's the best thing about her.
Absolutely. If anybody plays just for that, I will blame you. Some people will.
Yeah, my thoughts on the red lineup. Creed, out of the older legendary heroes, is probably one of the ones that has aged the best.
Agreed.
Ryoma needs basically a complete overhaul to actually be good.
Realm's
because his
trash
kit-
at this point.
His
He's
kit,
a good
other
fire
than
sweep flyer.
Bushido, is really bad.
I mean, giving him this encounter never made sense because archers kill him, so and his defense wasn't very high, and then mages kill him
And
because
his
his
res
res
is-
wasn't very high. So it was just
Yeah, he kind of fell into the pitfall of the actual DC units we've had before. Defense is only okay. Even worse for him because he's a freaking flyer. And res sucks.
it was a
So-
bad combination. But yeah,
No. If you switch him out
And-
to fire sweep, though, he's a pretty fast... He's the fastest sword flyer, so he has at least...
wait, he's
use.
still the fastest sword flyer?
39 speed.
Holy crap! I still
Yep.
remember how excited I was about his speed.
Yeah, no, that's still... I mean, if Fur was a sword flyer, then it would have been faster. But because she's not, no, he's still the fastest.
For reference, well, actually, no, he's not the fastest sword flyer.
Nope.
Sita.
Oh, yeah, Sita just came out. 41 speed with Super Boon. Yeah, she's the... No, 42 speed with Super Boon, right?
Yeah, tied with Marita for the fastest unit
Fastest
in the game.
unit,
Oh
period.
yeah, I should
Oh,
know that because I have a plus speed sheet.
I do not have her yet, so I've been trying to not think about that. But Ryoma is second place.
For
So he's
reference, after Ryoma is Bridal Sigrun with 38, and then Sita, Summer Fiora, and New Year Gunthra with 37 each.
Yeah. So we still got something. Even if
Yeah.
we literally just got another fast sword flyer, that would pretty much show him off. Yeah, no.
Whoa, we broke 400 viewers on YouTube. That's insane.
Oh, shoot.
Welcome, guys.
Wow.
Welcome.
We just
Oh.
went over Edelgard, your new empress. She's very, very, very interesting.
But yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to seeing some of the nuances with her B slot.
And my thoughts on
Sucks
Blue,
I'm not
Ephraim
pulling.
is the prize out of that one.
No doubt. I don't think anything's worth paying attention to besides Ephraim.
Naga, like I said, if you are really a fan of Naga, then okay, you can build a team around her and make her nigh untouchable. And
Too
then
much work for the average person.
It is.
for the average person, yes, that is entirely too much work. And then Tsubasa is still the only armor and cavalry effective lance with an easy desperation effect at full health.
Mm-hmm. The only problem is that, much like with Ryoma versus Sita, it's Tsubasa versus Pala. So if you're looking for those units in particular, you gotta kind of weigh them against the current seasonal banner, which offers suitable alternatives.
Yep.
More focus.
Yeah. Pala is going to hit significantly harder on average than Tsubasa, but Tsubasa is also a permanent unit, unlike
Well, that's
Pala.
part of the issue. She's permanent.
Yeah.
These guys are not. These young children are temporary.
Yep.
Children are temporary. Enjoy your youth.
Yeah, enjoy your youth while it lasts. Apparently, it only lasts one.
Oh boy.
Yeah, my priority on this is green, then blue.
My priority is put 15 in if I get her. If I get
15?
Edelgard, I'm right. Like, you know, one full ring, I'll set up for that.
That's
If I
oh my.
can't, if there's no green orbs in there, then I'm not gonna bother.
What? That is the cheapest pull like I've ever heard. 15 orbs.
I'm cheap, what can I say? I'm putting whatever I can to get.
All right, chat. How many orbs will you be putting into this banner, if any? Let me know. If you're pulling Legion, also let me know. But 15 orbs. I've never heard someone claim they'll pull on a banner and just muster up 15 orbs.
Nims, he's going for the child units.
I have not
Yeah, I
gotten
know
any
that.
of them. I've been pity broken 3 times.
I know that, but when you're just spending 15 orbs, it's basically no chance at something. I mean,
Oh no, I know it's almost no chance.
you're almost
but I've
just
worked off
burning your
better-
orbs
I've-
away.
Pretty much.
That's kind of the point. Just the chance is there. That's
I
it.
just want to know that I didn't waste the chance. Not to mention having those orbs on hand in case there are greens, because I'll do the free summon. If there's more greens there, I want to pull them.
By the way, guys, it seems a lot of people are divisive around here. I mean, I understand from the perspective of playing the game, and you just might not be a fan of Edelgard, especially, you know. Yeah.
Yeah.
There are a lot of reasons for you to maybe not like her, but
It's
wow,
also armor.
the amount of people saying 0 is much more than I thought.
Oh, I'm not spending any orbs for Illigar.
The problem is-
Yes, you've said that many times.
Other
We're all
people
aware.
have the same dilemma that we do. Other people are also going for plus 10 Young Marth and whatnot. Combine that with the fact that she's an armor and Edelgard. There's only so much people can hold.
In the chat, Casey Supersonic also did bring up a very good point on the Tsubasa versus Pala
Yes.
debate, I suppose. Pala is also pretty much entirely restricted to flying teams. Tsubasa is not.
Tsubasa is not. You can run arrow backs on her. So I guess, again, you got similar potential units, just depending on what you're looking for. But you could also just be pulling on the child banner if you want to go for Marth or whatnot, instead of coming
Yeah.
here just for Tsubasa.
I'll be honest, I do think this is a banner that you can punt down the line. It's unless you're a whale who really wants another plus 10
Oh, no.
armor hero.
This is probably going to be a fire season setter. Not forgetting that she has her own B slot, so she scores higher than her contemporaries.
Yeah,
Like, she'll actually score the same as Crom.
right. No,
to
I
put in
don't doubt that. But I'm just
so-
pointing out, like, I understand from that perspective. Yeah.
Yeah. Fire season's actually going to go up in score peak because of Edelgard. Because of her speed slot, so... Whales are probably going to definitely pull for her on that account alone. But I won't.
It's just the only thing that's been on my mind recently is just like this game is. I don't know. How do you guys feel about the progression thus far in the game? Because it feels like in 2020 they've just like said, "Fuck the old units."
Progression system. I didn't know there was such a thing.
Turbo in the past couple months.
Yeah, they're not
Mostly
the-
with the legendary heroes.
They're
I
not
don't
the-
even think the regular new hero is that bad. It's the mythic ones that have been particularly scary.
because we've now had like how many heroes in a row where I just thought this is getting a bit ridiculous. Normally, I can
I mean,
see a
the
good
anniversary
hero.
one makes sense.
Yeah. I know, but still, before that was Bramimund, and that was
The mythic ones and legendary ones, I think they've actually been making more what they're supposed to be. Mythic and legendary powerful. Unlike Lyn.
Yeah.
They definitely came a long way from Lyn, who actually was, even at that time, relatively bad, to units that are now relatively amazing and top tier material.
Speaking of Lynn, she'll be on the June legendary banner.
Yeah.
Personally,
But-
I feel like legendary is just kind of It sometimes is good, sometimes it's just kind of not changing much.
Recently, they've been really good. We've had Leaf, we've had Alm, Julia, Aelgard now. Who was
I don't-
before?
Personally, I don't feel like Elgar's gonna change a ton.
She's gonna be a heavy nuisance in the fire season of Arena.
I'm
But-
not very.
Depends on the team.
I'm not
I'm just
really
not
sure
convinced.
about that statement because I'm willing to bet I'm gonna see a ton of them in the coming months. Like just
Oh no,
constantly
Edelgard's
everywhere.
definitely gonna be a mainstay. Not quite to the same extent as Crom, but to a very similar extent.
well, you guys say
On
that about
the other
Crom,
hand-
but I haven't even bumped into that many.
That's because he's at the very top. Because he scores so high, he's only seen at the top scoring teams right now.
What the fuck? That's
Which
so
is why I'm-
stupid.
Yeah, and I've been hearing the stories from some of our whales.
To be completely honest, Elgard comes nowhere near close to the headaches Crom.
Oh no, Crom is much more of a headache.
Oh,
Crom
no.
is so much more of a headache, and that's why I'm saying Edelgard will not show up for Tim. She'll still show up pretty substantially though for a legendary hero.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she just won't be a headache. That's what I'm trying to
She won't be. Why are you so certain she won't? How do you plan on stopping this?
I use red swords.
I have an armor smasher Soleil. That's pretty much my only possible answer.
I use
That's
red
it, if
swords.
she-
You think you're one-shotting her? What?
Soleil hits over almost 70 attack.
I
With
don't
an armor
think she
smasher.
can
So
take.
multiply that by a 1.8 because of armor effectiveness and color
And triangular
advantage.
advantage. There's a pretty substantial chance with that 45 HP I'll one-shot.
Because you have to. Okay, you have to account for the fact her weapon.
Yeah, you
is dropping
lose
her.
6.
And
Fact,
you gotta
I could
account for the
probably-
fact that you can only hit her one time, and then you gotta account for the fact that most likely she's gonna be plus 10 as well.
Yeah, so I can actually probably, assuming
Mhm.
what I said is true, and that she has 38 defense with 45 HP. So, let me just run some calcs here. Soleil, attack 65 with push, 68 with a drive, 74 with a tactic. Goes back down to 68 because of a mirror. I multiply that by 1.5 and 1.2. You got a raid.
I did?
Yeah, you did.
Ericos B.
Oh, thank you, Rico SSB. Thank you so much for the rate of 6. I think you said just to call you Rico, but I don't remember anymore.
I like that. A Rico SSB. Oh, that would make sense actually. A Rico Super Smash Brothers or something.
Yeah.
So my Soleil with a drive buff and an attack buff would hit about 122 effective attack on Edelgard. She
Well,
would have
if you get
49
everything.
HP. Yeah, it's one drive and one tactic buff. So that would be 49 and then 42. I would kill Edelgard with 31 damage to spare.
Yeah, but that's if you use Armor Smasher. I'm not sure about everything else, though.
Well, that's pretty much what you have to do in the upper meadows. You need anti-armor. Otherwise, it will not work. A regular sword unit has to double to reliably kill Edelgard.
Okay, come on, man. I don't want to flex my PP, but how many crowns do you have, Legion?
Oh, Lost Lore spoilers are.
Is it really coming down to this, really?
44.
44. My entire point was like I've made it to 54 crowns, and
You started like several weeks before I did, as far as getting into.
sure.
My scoring wasn't even up to date yet.
But that's still illustration of like around 54 crowns without anti-armor.
Yeah, you've definitely done well. But it has made a lot of my fights a headache when those pesky Sothis, or now Edelgard, will get one shot for miles.
No, I get it. My entire point was not to like shit on you. My entire point was like I'm very well aware of people who run without armor smashers.
Yeah, I know, it happened. But I'm saying, if you're gonna run into Edelgard as a red unit and you don't have it, you better double or you're probably dead.
Right. I'm like at this point you just have to. If you don't, I don't know how you're supposed to do anything.
I mean, your Versa might be able to take it on. If Edelgard's still stuck next to somebody, like with the Armor March setups. Because Edelgard isn't always going to be alone until she's baited.
Here's the thing.
Your Versa
If I
gets
get
her.
if I can only get one shot on her, I'm not so certain things work
Well,
out.
that's the thing. If she's not alone, if she's still stuck next to an ally, because the alone really only happens when you bait, a Versa can two-shot. And I don't expect the Edelgard to have as much res as defense, so it wouldn't be too bad.
Wait, what are you talking about? Shouldn't she be alone? Wait, how am I gonna...
Like, if, for example, the enemy is continuing to ball up together until they're right near you, then you can just have a Versa go up and poke at that point.
Oh
depending
yeah,
on
if they're
composition.
balled up, yeah. You would have to push it
Because-
into her. But then I'm not so sure what happens afterwards. Like, for example,
Yeah, afterwards, if there's still more March, then you might be screwed.
yeah, if whoever's next to her has armor march, they can just charge the Versa, and that would be game
Yeah.
as well.
It's more so...
You're on a map that lets you get an obstacle in the way, such as lava flows, mountains, or rivers.
Yeah,
Yeah, the terrain
that's
flow.
honestly the key of what I've been doing for like over a year with these.
Oh, your Versa has definitely been terrain abuse.
Just abuse terrain, because that's the only way to do this. But yeah, no, that's why. But no, I understand what you're saying, and that's why I'm trying really hard for Young Marth, because it's just a headache at this point, like doing without armor smashers. But I'm just saying, like, there are people out there, and for them, I'm not really sure. And I'm gonna say if it's just a sword hero, I don't think it works out. I think effective against
Plain
armor
sword?
without
No.
yeah. If you have the 1.5x multiplier from the effectiveness against armor, yeah, that's the biggest difference maker. The triangle advantage is not good enough for a one shot.
No, not with Edelgard in particular. Fortunately, her HP isn't terrifying, but considering that, especially with Amir, she can inflict attack -6. If anybody's fought a Rudolph and it's a good one, you know how hard it is to kill that.
Yeah.
You could just do QR.
You could do QR, assuming that it isn't a Speedelgard.
You think she'll be fast too? No.
No, she's
I'm not
gonna
saying
be
that she's going to be
Yeah,
fast,
but,
but
like,
it's going
someone
to be
running her
possible
fast?
to.
Max Mirage Rally Attack Speed Plus. That's probably for even an 18 speed unit. That's over 30, depending on how fast your unit.
Still
is.
pretty sauce though. So
You just have to run fast QR basically.
Either that or, well,
No
Violet beats his or her student once again.
Yeah, no follow up is absolute destruction.
That's why they have to be on the same team. That's why they have to be pair ups. Which, by the way, actually we didn't even talk about that. She's a pair up.
Yeah,
That's
she is a
so
pair-up.
weird.
So
that's
that's-
it's awkward. It's hella awkward.
I mean, it doesn't stop her solo or anything, but it is kind of funny that she doesn't want to have an ally near her, but she'll have a pair up.
She'll have a pair up, right? That's my point. It was like, that doesn't make sense.
Then again, it does tie into the adjutant system that's in place in Three Houses as well. So
Yeah,
there
I mean,
is-
I don't think there's much thought to the nuance of the mechanics. It's just gonna be a pair up anyways. But
Yeah.
you can technically draw some conclusions as to why that's even a possibility.
No, this is weird. And the fact of the matter is that armor stride is going to really, because if your armor stride won't trigger if you're in your pair up hero. So
Yeah,
Yeah.
you have to switch to Edelgard.
you have to you have to stay Edelgard, or things get awkward.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Anyways, that is the banner. I'm pretty excited just because it's Edelgard. I know you guys are pretty divisive on it in general, but I think we can really make up our mind in a few days. But at the bare minimum, she's looking like a giant stat ball with an extra move, like an extra turn.
Yeah,
Per
at least
turn.
one extra turn.
That's so
Per turn.
No, that is seriously ridiculous because you have to like intent. It's not even that easy to charge Gale Force every single turn. I get it if you have a dance or something, but like by yourself, it's not even that.
Especially
easy.
if there's guard, you probably will never charge it on your own. if
Which,
there's
by the
guard.
way, yeah, that's a big deal. Guard kind of can stop these Gale Force teams, but Raging Storm just literally doesn't stop. You can't be stopped unless you force them to be next to someone. But generally speaking,
Yeah,
that's a harder thing to stop than a special.
pretty much. No, it's a very absolute Gale Force. You either kill her, get her next to an ally, or you probably die.
Mm.
Unless you can tank her twice. Ugh, it's a damn good thing that there are no fighter seals. Could you imagine Bullfighter was a seal?
Oh yeah, I can imagine that because I think it's gonna happen eventually.
If Bullfighter ever becomes a seal, then all bets are off.
Because you guys saw the list of seals remaining. There's not that many seals left. Like,
Oh, I mean, there are a lot of other generic stat boosting skills that haven't been added to seals yet, like the AR skills or forms. But if they're gonna start getting spicy,
I'm not sure about those. Oh, either way, those
Yeah,
those will make up.
forms maybe.
AR
AR skills would just
no, please.
No, that's probably not gonna happen.
that would
I mean,
just
that would also be stupid.
that would yeah that like
You don't understand how incredibly stupid that would be. Imagine an Elliowood with ARD ×2.
no
Yeah,
like
imagine
that's my
you-
point. It would just be so stupid. Like you would never use the actual AR skills anymore. Just do the
I mean,
seal
unless you stack them.
or you
unless you
stack
stack
them.
them.
But like generally speaking, that's be so dumb.
It's risky, but
if you
imagine
stack them
plus 20 attack speed or plus 20 defense res,
Yeah, like
or
what are you
plus 10
supposed
in
to
every
do?
stat,
Some people just can't kill these heroes at a certain point like that.
you get screwed if that ever happens. So
Yeah.
I'm just saying they're hypothetical because they're generic stat boosts, but I'm not saying it's likely.
Right.
Still waiting for Brazen Speed defense as a seal.
Oh yeah, well, that's part of the ones that we just don't have yet. But
Yep.
we're approaching that. I mean, now we're approaching at 2 seals per, but that was just inevitable. Assuming that we keep this route, it should be like another year-ish before we're out of regular seals that haven't been added, and then we go into new stuff. If Bold Fighter ever becomes one, then God save us all.
Personally, going back to what Macrash said, like before, Nim's got into VC. Since Edelgard's
Before I got into
mentions-
VC, that's like an hour or something ago. How are you on the same? Whatever. Go ahead.
because we're talking about seals here.
Yeah.
So since Edelgard's B slot mentions
Oh,
B
yeah.
slots that affect movement, if we get lunge or hidden run in the future, that could pair up well with her B slot, especially lunge.
Oh yeah, lunge plus her B slot.
A lunge seal would be very interesting. Freeze up your beast.
Yeah,
slot.
because then you would be able to get away from an adjacent ally. So you can still be adjacent when you start the combat. Granted, you won't have it near, but you can still be adjacent and get your Gale Force afterwards because the lunge is calculated post combat.
What happens if you're on double lunge? You just like teleport outside the map or something. Whatever.
Get a Tharja scenario.
But yeah,
That's
that's why I
possible.
mentioned it.
Yeah. Now, there's some interesting implications to what Raging Storm can allow down the road, and what it shouldn't allow down the road.
Tempest brought up the possibility of Eliwood with a lull skill and lunge.
No, thank you.
No
Fun
thanks.
times.
That was his response too.
Oh boy, fun times ahead. Well, anyways, I mean, with Eliwood, you're kind of dead anyways, so lunge would just be adding something.
Pretty much. No. I'm looking forward to seeing just how much of a meta impact Edelgard has. I'm not sure how great it's going to be, but that's probably going to be the biggest thing because I will not be getting her. It's mostly just going to be seeing how good the whales are with her.
Yeah. I'm gonna be frank. I'm not gonna be very like happy fighting her because it's you guys know how like it's probably happened to you like at least once when Brave Hector or something just Gale Force and like it just runs behind your other unit.
Too many times. Too many times.
It's happened
Like,
enough times where I'm just like, this is so stupid. Why is this
it's happened
happening?
enough times where it's like, okay, I gotta double check you. Do you have Gale Force?
Yeah, and thanks to that,
Force
I'm always nervous going into these scenarios when I see them have Gale Force. I'm just like making sure I'm out of range. Nobody's in range because when it happens, it just gets so stupid.
Yep. You think your adjacent allies are safe, and then Gale Force, gone.
Yeah, and with Edelgard, it's gonna happen every single time she attacks something, unless you kill her.
Yep.
It hasn't happened to me in a while, so I can't exactly relate.
Well, it hasn't happened to me in a while either, but it's
Because I've
happened.
gotten conscious of it, it hasn't happened.
Yeah, it's happened enough times to be in my mind because every single time I'm like, I thought I looked out for that.
Whoops. But now it's like, well, there's nothing I can do. I just kind of have to take it like a man. I don't even know what you're gonna bait Edelgard with. Because your team's not a bait team.
I'll bait her with Flame Emperor. How about that?
That works.
All right, but Ether also mentioned she might be the #1 scoring unit if she rates at 185 BSC. That'll be interesting.
If she rates 185, she will be the highest, bar none. If she scores like Crom at 180, then she'll be tied with him.
Is there not a cap on scoring?
Theoretically, no.
I think the
It
highest
just kind of goes up with BST. And
I think the highest that can show up right now just hit 762.
764, I think it is
entire
with Crom.
Wait,
Yeah, fair
762 is the maximum?
762 is the max a team can hit as a defense team in any season but water.
Okay, because I've seen
Which is 164.
762. You were there, Legion.
Yeah, you actually hit the peak.
Yeah, I actually saw the peak.
So
But I was terrified.
Yeah, because that's the peak. There is nothing higher unless it's water season.
Yeah.
There is nothing higher, so you're gonna be fighting against the absolute highest investment possible.
Yeah, that did not sound fun to me. Anyways.
No.
Yep. And I thought Water Earth was bad before.
Nope, Water Fire.
Water Fire is going to bring us Edelgard, Celica, Azura, Chrom, Leaf.
Ugh.
By
Yeah,
the way,
no.
at the rate things are going, I'm not sure what happens to Gen 1 heroes. Like, the heroes with weapon refines already are barely, if not keeping up at this point.
Some of them do. Some of them were already falling behind well before.
Yeah. And I'm sure PP Cool will mention stupid Laszlo a billion times as usual.
Well,
But
Laszlo just got his refine, so it's kind of hard.
But I'm just saying, like, a lot of these heroes.
I'm still happy about it. Let me have this.
No,
I
you shut up. I've
smite
heard this
me
enough
down.
times. Every fucking time we do one of these, you're like, no one says anything. So you know I'm really happy about Laszlo. No.
Yeah.
I've heard
Well,
enough.
If you think this is bad, imagine once it's actually good refine. That's just how I am.
I know,
Sorry.
I know. I've been through enough of these.
You signed up for this.
Mentally, I'm just like, here he goes again. It's just talking about how great Laszlo is. Ugh.
Hey, I didn't bring it up this
That
time.
all said,
Yeah, it's a
actually
friggin'
can
miracle.
See Laszlo. I actually can see Laszlo able to beat Edelgard.
Well, I mean, that's kind of the point.
I would hope so, because he should like be like quadding her or something.
Mm-hmm.
Well, if
Yeah, no, Laszlo was just fine.
if she initiates, then
Oh,
he
yeah,
won't be quadding. But like,
Yeah.
I mean, I'm gonna get her in 2 shots, so.
I'm not so sure about that though.
I run low attack defense, Nims. It's fine.
Would that actually be? I don't know. I guess we'll
It's
see.
more than enough.
It's more than it. Oh no. You have not even seen stats. Don't even give me that. Your absolute faith in Laszlo. You also have to set up Laszlo. Or whatever. Anyways. My entire point is, it's not about Laszlo's, it's about the other characters, because they're kind of just boned. Like, at this point, even with the weapon refines, what are you going to do with them? It's just, how do you fight things like these?
It's just a weapon refined gotcha, I guess.
Selena is still pretty good. You give her Axe Breaker and she'll kill Edelgard and
Wait, Selena has like low 40s? She's like 45 attack?
You can get her to almost 50 for just that plus attack with you.
Why?
And then you have a Wu
North
Dao,
is the
so
hard counter
because
to
again,
all.
Flame Emperor
Adel at 4-star.
Edelgard, the Flame Emperor, does not stop specials. You can just proc a special like Luna or Moonbow, combine that with an effective attack of 50 for Ignis.
Yeah.
You probably can still one round Edelgard in enemy face. It's stupid, but it can happen.
Ether, they're gonna announce next year, we added 10 more flowers to your Gen 1 heroes, plus 20 flowers to your inventory.
Well, I mean, I'll take the stats, but dear God, rip the flowers, Jesus.
I can't even
By
imagine.
the way, we've actually doubled the prices, so, you know, goodbye flowers,
Because-
1,600 flowers down the drain.
Hold up, double checking. When you make plus 10 on an older hero, it is still overall more flower cost than just plus 5 on a newer
Yes,
one.
it's more.
Yes,
It's
yes.
more total,
Yeah.
but it's less per the
Per level,
increments
I
are
know.
less.
Yeah.
So plus
the
5
total-
is less by a substantial amount.
Okay.
Yeah, the total amount for plus 10 on flowers is 860,
Yeah,
whereas it's 600.
I think it's
I
flat
think-
600 on a plus 5.
Yeah, 600 for plus 5 on units that are after the Adrift banner.
Well, I guess that would be fair, because if you make it like such a preposterous cost, if people really want to do it, they can. It'll just be
They
costly.
will just introduce 10 blue flowers to every unit Nim knows.
10 to every other.
It's just
10 blue
dedication at
flowers,
that
though.
point, honestly.
Yeah.
Like, at that point, it's not even worth the while to, like, just go all in for it, because those plus 2 stats for that cost isn't really going to be worth it, but...
Subjective. But
It's
yeah.
subjective. I mean, what are you talking about? You do it for Laszlo. You shut up. You're a bad
totally do
liar.
it for Legion. Legion.
I mean, I got plus 10 flowers on all the most.
Pretty
I'm just
much.
kind of stockpiling at this point.
I've been stockpiling for a while.
I don't even know where my infantry ones are going.
That's what I use flowers for. Just give them to units I like. That's
Exactly.
Oh,
That's what
easy.
you should do. That's
yeah.
what you should-
No, I just leave them there because these flowers don't wilt. So
Oh well. Good point.
Alright, anyways, that's Super Banner and some extra talk on the progression of the game, I guess.
When it comes to refined, just pray you get something useful. That's about it.
Man, they're gonna need like a double refine or something at this point.
Most refined. Well, there are
You
plenty of
cannot
refines
say
that are at
most.
least
No way.
okay. There are at least many refines that are okay. Some of them, even at their time, were not that good though.
There's
Some have aged really well though.
some have
some-
never even aged at all. Like
Some of them
Takuga's
were bad
Refined
at the start.
came out instantly. Everyone's like, "This is shit," and then you never saw it.
Mm-hmm.
Remember Sigmund refined?
I'd still say Sigmund is the
This
worst.
might be an even more
refined
stacked banner
period.
than the anniversary banner.
No,
Yeah.
I don't think this banner is more stacked than Anniversary Banner.
I wouldn't
Anniversary
say that.
Banner. Anniversary Banner is
everything
another
is stacked.
universe at this point.
Anniversaries also gives you basically just free Mars if
Yeah.
you have orbs.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, yes,
Well,
Mars
that's
is
subjective.
absolutely a counter to Edelgard. He was basically designed to kill people,
It's-
heroes like Edelgard.
It's actually funny if you think about it. Even if he doesn't kill on the first hit, he'll Vantage proc and have his special ready the second hit,
Yeah.
so he can't get hit twice
God.
if she uses Raging Storm.
Right. He was basically made to kill her, which still is. God. Here's the thing. People have been like telling me, Nibs, you know, whatever hero you say is good, in like 3 months they'll release a counter to it, and then everyone's just gonna pull the counter, and then it's fine. I'm like, yeah, but what about all the other heroes? But yeah, no, that's pretty accurate because within like a couple months you'll see a counter, like a clear counter, if not
Well-
already there.
Sometimes longer.
It's
but,
not 3 months. The rule is usually 6 months.
Well, Nagi was
I-
a direct counter to Ophelia, but that was a year later.
Nagi is also extremely specialized.
Oh yeah, specifically to counter not
Well, I'm not-
Ophelia.
I'm not entirely sure. When did Legendary Alm come out?
Legendary Alm came out
A year ago.
April, I think.
And then when did Nagi come out?
November. Or no, October. No, actually it might have been early November.
I think she was more targeted towards
October.
Alm, but you know that didn't really
I mean,
work out.
it's specifically to stop AoEs, and she's green. But I think she was kind of made to come.
I think she was made to combat everything at a distance.
Everything that was, I think she was just designed to counter the ether rates meta in a general sense. Like the ranged hyper offensive meta. That's what Nagi was made to counter.
Yeah. Shame that didn't happen, and instead everyone just throws Brave Ikes everywhere. I'm talking
she
to you,
did.
Brave Ike users in the chat. You know who you are. You make Ether Rates shit. I'm so sick of seeing Brave Ikes being thrown in front of all my entire team. And half the time it works out, half the time it doesn't work out. But either way, it's the same shit over and over again. Stop it. Use somebody else.
That hasn't worked with me since I gave, and I love it.
Ugh.
You gave what, Legion?
I gave Picnic Floor a hearty bearing, and now I can't live. He will die.
Rubber Batman says, gotta eat my glue.
Yeah, glue eaters.
Yep. I use Brave Ike in light season. I will admit that, but it's not the only thing I have.
Brave Ike's very good. Always a good option to rely on.
I'm not going to
But there
mention.
are other options.
I'm not going to mention who I use, but when it comes
Certain
to
switch begins with an L.
but by the way, that's my only unit like for light season. I have nothing else.
Wait, what?
I legit when I started making transfers over to Astro season, I
Uh-huh.
used up so many light blessings. This also counts for my defense team.
Yeah.
I used up so many light blessings that I literally just don't have any more. Like I can't make another team with light blessings.
So what's your team right now?
Just Laszlo.
Just
Laszlo.
okay. I mean, I understand that works because I used
Cool.
just Keaton for like the longest time.
And you still use just Kronia. And sometimes just Keaton.
Yeah, well, Kranya works out nowadays because Altina's her partner, so it's basically basically a flying Keaton in a way.
Pretty much. Well,
The issue.
oh yeah. Altina being one, yeah.
The issues with such a strat is that I'm literally using like brain cells over it because it's just so brain dead.
Yeah,
For
no.
example,
Yeah,
no.
go
For
ahead.
example, last light season I turned against an Impact Kyria.
Mm-hmm.
The issue is I legitimately gave Lazo 0 support. So
No
despite
support.
despite having Lancina legitimately just like one space away, I just pressed end turn and he still killed the Kyria after 2 combats.
Yeah, because you run close call on him and Kiri has no speed. If you commit that hard, it'll work out.
But I shouldn't have lived that, honestly.
No, you shouldn't have. Your brain, yeah, no, you deserve to die for that.
Yeah, I should have, but I killed the entire team instead. But
So dumb.
yeah, very dumb.
What's the special on that, Laszlo?
Noontime.
You
Makes
run
sense.
Noontime? Okay, I run Miracle because it can break things for my opponent.
Yeah, Miracle is a good
Noontime
option
can
with
get
any sweeper.
multiple heals in one combat, though.
If you're quadding, if you're hitting like more than 2 times better, because then you can heal twice in combat theoretically.
If it takes 3 hits, I'm getting Noontime for the next combat.
Pretty much.
Well, in my case, because I don't have close call, if I get hit by AoE, I'm kind of just boned.
Oh yeah, you just need that miracle suit.
I
mean, you're
need it.
at
It
1
has
HP
to be
anyways,
there.
but you're boned.
But I've started seeing bikes struggle a lot more, especially towards the Brangmon season. I think everyone hated Brangmon. If
Yeah,
you saw Brangmon during that time, oh boy.
I'm so sick of seeing bikes. And sometimes it's just like, you know, the worst thing is? The worst thing is when bike users like try to start trying to think. Like I think I played a replay earlier today where we fought a bike and it was like +7, and this guy ran off and started breaking buildings, and then he was running out of turns, so he just placed it at one of the worst possible parts, and which aggroed 5 out of 6 of my heroes instead of just starting the game and just like instantly going up.
Ooh.
And then he lost. It's just like, wow, these guys are so unfamiliar with thinking that if they don't do anything that's not brain dead, they lose. It was so depressing. But yeah, we watched it earlier today.
Yikes.
Anyways, yep.
When you divulge into end turn only, it's actually just like depressing how like brain dead you become.
Yeah, no, it's this game gets so brain dead at times. That's why I don't want more like of these crazy. Do you guys Legion remembers, but do you guys remember back in the game when the game first came out, like when battles took like several turns, as in like you don't kill an enemy hero in one shot, sometimes not 2 shots, sometimes not even 3 shots, sometimes it takes a 4th shot. Like that was the norm at one point. Like it took a lot of hits to get a kill.
Yeah, no, I definitely remember that.
Yeah.
I mean, it still happens nowadays. But
to a certain
Very
degree,
rarely,
yes.
yeah,
certain
no,
degree,
a lot
yes,
of
but-
combat's a result.
But back then it was like it could happen with any hero. Nowadays it's just mostly armors that pull that off, or close call heroes, I guess.
pretty much.
Yeah.
But yeah, like that back then it took real strategy because the battle doesn't end instantly. It's not like I have the advantage. I start battle, you know, like I win. It's not
Even
like
then, I was still using strats like that. Like the Takumi meta, my strategy, having Lind with just enough attack to one-shot him so that nothing happens. That was how I would approach it. So I guess in that regard, I was still approaching one-shot meta even at the time.
okay.
Funny back this way.
But yeah, anyways, yeah, that's we're getting further and further away from like the game relying on thinking first. It's more like, do you have the right hero? And did you not go full retard and place that hero within every range of every other hero, you know? Just like get one good engagement in and then you're fine for the battle.
When it comes to FH nowadays, it's just the skill check and a placement check, and that's about it.
Yeah. And see, that's why I want PvP or stuff like that, because the game's gotten to the point where we just memorize how the AI works, and then we just kill like one hero, and that's it, and then everything just
Unfortunately,
becomes
not
easy.
everybody knows the AI.
Oh,
In fact,
well,
most people don't.
that is also true. There are still people who are like unaware of how the AI works, and it's kind of silly. But yeah, but like it's for longer time players is the problem. What I mean.
Yeah.
It just and sometimes the AI drives me nuts when it goes into these rally trains. Like nothing gets accomplished, but the AI thinks it's a good idea just to like stay in place and rally and wait.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Anyways, I just want the game to have like a spark, so that skill is like very meaningful again. Because
Fair.
the only times I see where skill is like very, very meaningful is in ether raids against like very specific whales. That's about it.
Nimbus, did you say PvP?
Huh? Yeah.
You know, I don't think people enjoy that.
Oh no
I
no
don't.
no. I get that.
I think you meant co-op. I'm not entirely sure.
I don't think you can
but,
do co-op in this game for like to a meaningful degree.
I don't think PvE, like actual true PvE, is the way to go though.
PvE? No, PvP.
Or PvP, sorry. But I think the furthest we're gonna get in PvP is.
No, I think until you see how they can do it, you really can't make up that mind, because the way people are thinking about it is like one player gets all the to play their entire turnout, and another player gets to play the entire turnout. Like it doesn't work that way. If you do it that way, like first player or second player will always have a huge advantage, and it just doesn't work. No, it has to be like one hero can go and another hero, and then the enemy hero can one of the enemy heroes can be moved, and then they can't move the rest until the turn sets to another one, just like how they do in Language and other games that try it that way. But like it's not how people are thinking of it, because that doesn't work at all. But the entire point here is, if they had something like that where you're not just reciting how the AI functions, it becomes a true thinking game, right? If a human's behind it instead of a computer, instead of AI that's just following a list of commands. Can I do A? No. Can I do B? No. Can I do C? Yes. Then do C. Like, if we have, because it's like that right now, it doesn't feel like it's skill based. But if you play against a human who can do whatever the hell they want, yeah, then you gotta start putting thinking in again.
I'm just basing this, and I think most people are just basing this off IS's tracker PvP, which is, you know, not been the best.
The only PvP in IS game I've played is in Battalion Wars back on the Wii and GameCube. I played Battalion Wars as a kid online, and that was pretty weird. I'm not sure how good that was because I was a kid still. But what PvP are you talking about when it comes to IS?
I think everyone here probably has played in Fate's PvP.
Oh, Fate's PvP.
Which was like, it was...
That had its own problems.
Yeah, I played that a ton back in the day. That was... that was an enjoyable dumpster fire.
Wait.
What happened?
Screwed up.
Oh my god. There is some war stories with Fate's PvP.
A lot of kiting. Some really busted skill combinations were available. I think there were even a couple that were being spoofed and spread around like a virus of sorts, so you could get illegitimate skills legitimately.
What? Okay,
like,
I think that stuff can't happen, obviously. That would be weird.
Well, that obviously, yeah, but there was a lot of stalling.
Yeah.
Yeah. There, in Fate's PvP, it boiled down to, I have a bunch of act units and you can't do anything. I'm gonna turtle this entire round. Or, I have a certain strategy that will legitimately nuke you.
Everything.
Just everything.
See,
it was chaos.
I do agree to a certain point, because here's the thing. It's a gacha game. Most players are casuals. It's fine to be casual, by the way. I'm not trying to insult people by saying you're a casual. I'm a casual of a lot of the gacha games in play. Who cares? It's just the reality of it. But when you have hardcore players, especially people spending like as much money as they do in Fae, they're not going to be as satisfied with that. If all they can do is just run in ether raids, you already know how brain dead things are. You think the people running Bike and Lucina are doing it? It's like, this is so much fun. Like 6 months out, real, still just running their bikes in with Lucina just one step heal. This is so much fun. Like no, it's not. It's for people who are like hardcore about the game. They'll want that challenge of other players. It's not for everybody. Is what I'm saying.
I haven't actually played Fates myself, but what I've heard about the PvP that it had, I remember hearing that there was at least one build for Midori that made her pretty much entirely unkillable.
Okay, I know the build. Do you want me to see?
The Miracle Midori, I think.
Oh,
it
it
was
was
called.
it was much worse. Trust me.
Wait, what? Okay, go ahead. One of you guys explain this.
Okay, so Kaze had a personal ability that was
You cut off.
oh, sorry. So Kaze, Midori's dad, had a personal ability
Mhm.
where if you paired him up with a unit, he would give that unit Miracle.
Okay, that sounds stupid.
You could give Midori Miracle as well, and
Okay.
she boosts luck based specials. You can see the problems with this.
A lot of miracles. Spamming.
Oh
And
boy.
Kaze was running around with Deadly Wound, Savage Blow, and to deal 30 damage passively every single time he attacks a target.
Yeah, and there was also the fact
Savage Blow.
And there was also the fact that there was a skill in Fates called what was it? It was like Norian's I forget.
Oh,
like
yeah.
Orion
Orion
Trust.
Trust or something.
Norian Trust or something, which basically said that if you're paired up with a certain unit, you just get those unit skills.
What?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
No, that doesn't sound right at all. Why would they do that?
So basically, let me see.
Yeah.
How many slots was it? 5 slots for
Yeah,
skills?
it's 5, I think.
So basically, you could have 9.
Yeah, you could just have huge skill stacks.
Let's see. What was
During guard, attack, or guard stance, the user can use any of their support unit's battle skills. This is specifically for Corrin.
Mm-hmm.
And it'll work with any proccable special, including Luna, Soul, Ether, and so on.
Yep.
No, that's no. You can't do things. That's like you have no foresight if you do stuff like that.
Well, obviously, that's why the meta became so ridiculous, because they released dumb skills into the pool.
Okay, everyone involved in that project might be fired already. Okay, probably not. Director's still the same.
No, they're definitely working on
The director's still the same. I know. I'm aware. Okay, but you can't be that stupid. But maybe they'll hire some other team from some other company and take over. I don't know.
Nims, it's been a while. Okay, I think the team's still there. I am assuming they've at least a few members have left, but I'm pretty sure most of the team is still there.
Yeah.
Ugh. Okay. Well,
But no, those kinds of skills, fortunately, do not exist anymore. There's a
Yes.
reason why only some of Fate's skills actually transferred into Hero, and why some of them were left to die.
Okay, I think they can't be, that big of a monkey. They have to be able to discern it was a mistake.
Yet.
Yeah, they left it as it is. Okay, I'm aware. Okay.
I mean, that's also only Corrin's skill. Keep in only.
Yeah.
No, that's fine.
Yeah. Okay. Oh jeez. Okay,
We
so
have
we're
a
getting
G
into the
now,
other big one.
And we are getting a B. In the following,
replicate.
you're going to get a seasonal ladle
Oh,
guard to
boy.
complete the set.
Yeah, you could duplicate yourself.
You can duplicate yourself.
Yeah, in Fates you had a skill that just basically meant that you could get 2 units.
Mhm.
You can imagine how fair and balanced that was.
No, it's not. That doesn't even sound right, even remotely.
Nope.
Oh, by the way, Azura can use the skill.
Wait, why? Then you can just get multiple stingers.
Exactly.
Oh yeah, by the way, there's also a skill called Warp that lets you teleport adjacent to any ally on the entire map. So
Yeah,
you know.
just imagine Lilith's skill, but on a bigger map.
By the
Yeah.
way, Gale Force is in this game.
Okay, fine. You're making a very good point because I do think they're really bad at balancing characters in this game already. So it would be scary if PvP. But here's the thing: we're going with skills in the game right now. It's not that broken.
It's not even close compared to Fates. No, I
Right,
think that
so-
this is far more tame. Funnily enough.
So
Yeah.
I would rather give them a chance just so that people could be
And-
less bored.
Live PvP here would be much better. Even though the map size, plus the fact that Stall Emblem is so popular already, could get in the way.
Yeah, but okay, for example, in Langrisser, we have several ways to deal with stalling. There's a maximum turn limit, so at the end of the turns, we check by damage. So whichever side did more damage would be the winner. So even if you stall, if somebody just gets some damage on you and runs away, well, you can't.
I mean, the
stall
only
anymore.
problem with that is that every unit has a certain amount of HP, so
Yeah.
could
Yeah.
Yeah.
No. It's the same thing in Langrisser. Not
Yeah,
everybody's a
but-
tank, for example.
yeah. If you just run a full tank meta, though, like hyper offensive, hyper defensive tanks, and you're taking no damage, but you're dealing a lot, you could potentially get in the way. But I can see how that would possibly be bounceable. I could see that working.
Yeah.
You just have to limit it to like Ether Raids 7 turn maximum.
But yeah, who really knows? By the way, people have been sending me this, but yes, I'm really well aware in FEH XDL, the crossover, the real crossover, right now is the rerun. The real crossover, as in the part 2 of it, is coming up in just 3 days. Or 1 day? 1 day or 3 days?
Well, now it's 1 day. But,
1 day.
You know.
Okay. It's coming up, and they've announced nothing on the face side again. So I think at this point, I mean, it's not safe to say until it's really the last day. But it's probably safe to say we're not getting any crossover again this year.
Wait, is it 3 days? Hold on. I gotta check.
Probably
I think
not.
it's the 29th.
Now that the announcements happened, probably not.
Yeah. So
Just whatever.
if we're not even gonna crossover, I think you would have to go progress into crossovers before like PvP or something, you know, because crossovers just seem much easier to do for this game. And if they can't address that, why even bother PvP or something like that?
I mean, to
Which
be
will
fair,
address a smaller group of people, by the way. Yeah.
IS could definitely do crossovers to get more people playing the game if that's like the worry, which is like I don't know. I'm surprised they haven't done it yet, but at the same time, I'm also not surprised because people seem really against it for whatever reason.
There are a lot of people that prefer that we just keep to the IP, myself to an extent included, because there's so many characters,
come on, guys.
including ones that people like, that are not yet in.
Come on. Let's be clear here. We've gotten TMS characters in this game. They don't fit anything in this game. And I know people are upset about that.
An extension of the Fire Emblem property.
I know they're extension of Fire. I have the game. Okay. My entire point here was just that it's already happened. These characters look completely out of place.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So it's time to move on and let the game, because you're just hindering the game now. Like legitimately would breathe new life into this game.
Last Forging Bonds actually, kind of highlight how out of place the TMS units are.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah. They didn't have one.
No,
Wait.
I mean the last Forging Bonds that happened, because they're mentioned.
Oh yeah, when they mentioned a couple times some of the modern stuff.
I remember the story for TMS too. It was also just kind of zany, like.
Yeah, that's Atlas for you.
But no, I think it would be a great idea. It's also just to like open IS's eyes. I'm like they would have to work with other people here on this game.
If we have to do another banner like TMS, could we get some Cypher units? I would like that by a lot.
Yeah, I think people are also looking for Cypher,
By the
and
way,
I
that
don't
also pisses me
cross
off.
out the opportunity.
The Cypher canceled it, and they referenced Fire Emblem Heroes as one of the reasons why they canceled it.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if the OCs for Cypher come up down the road. Not for a while, but down the road, definitely.
Yeah.
DLC
I'm already
for
at voice
Echoes,
acting.
after all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They are playable, so they don't really have much of an excuse, except just not doing it, I guess.
All right. Oh, it's just frustrating. I don't know. I feel like this game could have. It just, there's so many small things that could have just been done.
Yeah. When it comes to skills, stuff like Greymond, it makes me kind of worried. There are a lot of skills in the Fire Emblem series that are much more broken.
But Brianmund is just original entirely. Like, the character itself is not original, but everything they filled him in with is.
Yeah, I meant more. Well, I guess it's just kind of like the skills they make, because those skills are very worrying. The skill that I've seen that worries me the absolute most out of like any skill is it's called Inevitable End, which is enemy will accumulate status reduction effects, aka debuff stack. That would just kill everything.
Honestly, I'm not even sure anymore because in a way it's supposed to make sense because these skills are supposed to be coming from like legends essentially. You know, Brian makes sense because he's supposed to be like this great general, you know. Or what was he supposed to be again? He's like at the dawn of time.
Hmm?
One of the 8 legends that was present for the Scouring in Elibe.
Yeah.
So he was pretty much just a mortal, but had possessed particularly strong aptitude for dark magic.
But clearly he's not a mortal by time.
He wasn't by that, no.
Yeah.
He had basically shred that mortal coil.
Right, that would be my point. So yeah, my point is simply just like it makes a certain amount of sense for these characters to be as broken as they are. But then again, we just got freaking kids who are like the top of the meta right now.
Blame Thor for that one.
By the way, sorry, I got off topic. Hey, about the crossover between Fire Emblem Heroes and Dragalia Lost, Thor is mentioned in the story. Like, she's going to be a part of it. Do you guys realize how sad it will be if in Dragalia Lost they explore the story and explored Thor more than they have in Fire Emblem Heroes? Which, by the way, wouldn't be hard. Thor got to talk and started Roker Sieges, and that was it.
Yeah, she's actually been introduced in a couple of Xenologues. I know she was in...
She was in a Xenologue?
She was in a couple of them.
The one starring Leaf and Threesu.
Wait, what
Yeah,
happened? I played that. I don't remember then. What happened?
That was specifically where we got to see a little more of how she's supposed to be invoking war and kind of actually more of the foil to Loki being.
No, I remember because
yeah,
double checking at the end of it, she like brings Leaf back to life basically and offers him another service.
Pretty much.
Okay, so we're
under the service of their their head.
Okay, so I didn't skip it, but that was it. Like it was a very small portion of it. I thought it was ridiculous, by the way, but yeah.
I don't know. I think that they're continuously alluding to the fact that there's something more with Thor, Loki, but you know they're just such.
I know
characters in the mythos that they're waiting on that.
But nothing has happened so far. All I know is they have big boobs and they're hot. That's all. Like everything else could just be whatever the hell they want because they haven't explored it yet.
I mean, I'm surprised you even said that it's possible and not said it's definitely gonna happen because it definitely is gonna happen.
What?
I don't know. I don't know.
The lore being more expanded more in
Dragalia Lost, yeah. By the way, Dragalia Lost...
It's definitely gonna happen.
Dragalia Lost and more for Veronica and Alphonse's friendship, relationship, enemyship, whatever you want to call it, in like that one event than they have ever done in this game, even though they've been tied together since the dawn of this game.
She's my frenemy.
She's my frenemy, I know. Anyways, it's just like... Whatever. If you're unhappy with Fire Emblem Heroes story or you want more of it, because technically whatever that's happening in the Dragalia Lost universe is supposed to be canon. Yeah. So it would be interesting. Oh wait, by the way, I can just show you guys since I have the trailer. I don't even know why I'm trying to sell you guys on Dragalia Lost. Most of you guys have given it a try at this point. Did you wait? Mad Crash Legion. Did you guys watch it?
No.
I saw little bits of it before. I saw the thing about Sharena mentioning decades or something like that.
A lot of people don't like the choices for this crossover this time.
Why?
I think they were expecting 3 houses.
Why would you expect 3
either
houses?
that or somebody other than Crom.
Yeah, that's the complaints I've been hearing.
By the way, this part is really weird. Sharena says, "I've been a fan of yours for decades," and obviously, Yuden's like, "I'm sorry, did you say decades? What is that supposed to mean?" I don't know. I'm really interested, given Alphonse was there last year. And this, well, no, it wasn't exactly a year ago actually.
Next year they're gonna do FEH crossover 3. Anna's gonna show off. She's gonna say, "I've been a fan of yours."
No, Anna's supposed to say, "I've lied your money all this time" or something like. You should be pretty wealthy at this point, right?
I would find it funny if just for the crossover, Anna would take away all your money and to do it. You actually have to play the event.
No, I'm not. Here's the thing. I don't think Three Houses was fitting because it's Fire Emblem Heroes crossover, not Fire Emblem Three Houses crossover. If you did Fire Emblem Three Houses, imagine how awkward it is if they just picked Edelgard. It wouldn't work. Like, because the game is so recent, if you did such a thing, it would just slight off a lot. It would be a big slight to a lot of fans. And if you went all Three Houses characters, then it wouldn't really be a Fire Emblem Heroes crossover, would it? It would just be a Fire Emblem Three Houses crossover. So they did a smart thing, and they went with a assorted amount of characters. Which, by the way, I'm very happy they got Tiki. I'm just very confused that she's a dagger hero.
I mean, what were people expecting exactly? She doesn't really fit into any.
She's literally a dragon, so let her be a dragon.
I don't know. I don't think people would enjoy just Tiki being a dragon. And that's it. They want the other form.
I get it, but at the same point, it's just like. It's like, why? Also, this is the part I was referencing to. We will literally get more development from Thor than in DL than in Fate. There's like almost no... And also, like, this game is going to have cinematics just like last year. It will have like these scenes to accentuate what's happening in the story. Also, Alphonse is here, so this might be what sends them into the Dragalia Lost universe. But by the way, it's actually canon in Dragalia Lost that there's a connection between these two worlds. So, yeah.
Meanwhile, FEH Zip Zilch Nava.
In FEH, you don't even mention this at all. So.
Oh, Nims, did you talk about the Twitter giveaway for Dragalia?
No.
Oh. Well.
People have been telling me to retweet it.
Oh, well, by the way, it's already had more retweets and likes than the FH one had.
That doesn't surprise me, because here's the thing. You know how people have been messaging me and telling me about it? Literally nobody did that for FEH. At all. And I'm a friggin' Fire Emblem Heroes streamer. And I stream the game so often. Nobody was like, hey Nibs, did you know? No. It wasn't until the final day that people let me know. Like, just a handful of people let me know, hey, we're not gonna make it to any of these goals. I'm like, okay. Then I looked.
Yeah, I mean, the rewards are pretty abysmal, so...
What are the rewards for Dragalia
Phase
Lost?
campaign. Yeah. The rewards of Phase campaign were a pittance compared to what they should be for such a big milestone.
Compared to Dragalia Lost, well, Nims, you can pull that up, right?
I can, but... Yeah.
Because it's significantly, like, oh my god. Somehow they topped the thing they did last year.
So, wait. What are they giving away?
You'll see. You have to see it to believe it. That's what I have to say. Because it's actually insane. Last huge giveaway, they gave out like 60 sunlight stones. This giveaway, they're giving out.
This is a fake one. This is a fan one.
Yeah, that's the fan one.
The fan ones all closed down ever since they put out real ones. Alright, let's see. Check out the trailer for Fire Emblem Kindred Ties event, which starts April 29th, 11 p.m. Pacific time. We're also holding a retweet campaign to celebrate. Follow and retweet this post for a chance to get items and 5-star direct. Wait.
You gotta...
Is that it?
No, the video showed what you get, but, you know, you have to start it from
Oh!
the start. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, no, this is, yeah, this isn't even close. Because 1200 is a full pull, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah, a full pull. And you got a Champion's Testament, 1. You need that for upgrading purposes. And you get a lot of honey. 20 honey.
And we have the grand prize, which is...
and then the grand prize, which, by the way, it drives me nuts. Why doesn't Heroes do that, a grand prize? That would actually, like, get people excited. 3 players will be randomly selected to receive 60 fully unbound 5-star dragon. 60.
Yeah.
Hey, did you... I don't even know how many people have 60 slots left in their dragon, for their dragons at this point, if you're a long-time player.
Yeah, You just So last year was 60 sunlight stones. Now it's just, hey, you want 60 fully unbound dragons? Yeah, here you go.
What? That's crazy. By the way, unbound means they're maxed out, guys.
Yeah, maxed out.
That doesn't even make sense. 60 maxed out dragons. Like, what are you supposed to do with all these?
Yeah, I mean, you just basically win the game.
Yeah, I guess you just win the game. Yeah. But yeah, no, we've already checked this out earlier in the day, guys. That's why I'm not going over it right now. I'm just showing you guys what's going on in it. But yeah, it's very easy to see why Faye has its issues with like these campaigns. They simply just don't do enough for people to care. How to run a campaign properly?
Orbs.
Ooh,
Yeah.
5 orbs.
5
Whoa.
orbs is so depressing. Which, by the way, our total count was under 19,000. It was like 18,600 or something for the amount of retweets they got. And I did that the day afterwards, so there was some extra votes in there that weren't there the day prior. All right, this was posted 22 hours ago, and they've already reached 15.6k retweets on English
That's
Regalia
it.
Lost alone.
That's English. Japan has, if I recall correctly, like about the same amount.
Yeah, and the total I gave you guys was for everything after like, what is it, a week or whatever, 10 days, whatever it was.
Oh, at least.
Yeah, it
All
was.
right.
It's just like pure sheer incompetence at this degree, at this point.
Okay, I checked.
Yeah.
Japan has 3k. Or 13k, I mean. My bad.
Okay, forgetting I was like 3K. What?
Yeah, sorry. I forgot.
Japan
the
just
one.
completely asleep on this. No, okay, yeah, 13.
13k. So basically, they've already reached the goal for the FEH event total in 22 hours.
Also, they've basically reached the total. The total is just 30,000 retweets.
Yeah, it's basically done.
It's basically done in the first. Yeah, this is exactly what I mean. Remember, our total was 30,000 for 5 orbs. Maybe you shouldn't just make the goals so bad. People might care. Because, again, 5 orbs is 1 pull. 1,200 is a full pull, so 10 summons.
Reminder that we still haven't gotten those 5 orbs yet.
Oh, we still... Didn't they say they
God,
were
you're right.
EP3s?
Yeah, it's that bad. We haven't even got the orbs.
Was it
back.
EP3 or EP4 that they mentioned?
For the
Just regular ones. Part
Oh,
one.
yeah,
okay.
just part 1 codes. That's
Okay.
it.
Okay. Yeah, if
And it was only 150 of them, so not even half for the first one in the line.
yeah, no, that's depressing. That's incompetence. Anyways, whatever. But yeah, look at these new warm prints in the event. Isn't that one precious? Peony, Tiki, and Not.
Worm prints. Who cares about the worm prints? The real money makers are the stickers right here.
Yeah.
Let's go stickers.
Let's be friends, Marmar. Aw, look at Tiki being all cute. And sweet dreams, and anything can change. By the way, we also saw Pantless Marth in this game. So that's another thing that they almost did before Fire Emblem Heroes.
They didn't have to do that, by the way. They just did it because.
They just did it because, yeah, why not?
Yeah.
It took Heroes until now to get Pantless Marth, and if they were just slightly later, Dragalia Lost would have gotten to it earlier.
I like the Pantless Marth and Dragalia Lost a little bit more, since it's actually like the original artwork, but like redone, which is a lot cooler.
Anyways, they're also introducing Coliseum. Last year they had a defense challenge. I mean, it's being reran right now. But yeah, if you're just tired of Heroes and want a more action-packed game, because you know this is not a strategy game, it's literally just action. It's an action gacha game. Here it is. Fire Emblem Kindred Tide is coming on 29th.
Nice reference to the box art for Awakening on this, by the way.
They did that last time too. I'm surprised they did it again. But yeah, it is a reference to Awakening.
Yeah, at least this time we have Chrome, so now it's actually just like full on.
Instead, just like, wait, why this one instead of, you know, the one for Shadow Dragon or something like that?
All right. Their video on the retweet event has 157,000 views. Just got a sign. Just like it's not that hard, IS. You just fucked it up.
Yeah, they really fucked that one.
All right, time to make my Versa. This gets me another merge for my I have 2 Aversas. I'm gonna have a +10 Aversa and a +2 Aversa.
That second merge isn't really gonna do much.
Anyways, data mine, because it's on the 30th. Data mine's tomorrow.
Tomorrow,
Yeah,
relative
there was
to
a
the
notification saying the
20th
update
today.
would be on the 29th.
No, no. By the way, guys, tomorrow we are starting our Trails of Cold Steel playthrough. I'm only gonna play an hour of it, most likely, but it'll probably be before the data mine. So tune in for that if you want, as we wait for a data mine. And yeah, I got sponsored to play the
Wednesday.
game, but I waited until I got my graphics card. Which, by the way, I did not get my graphics card. I really don't want to play it on this shitty old graphics card, but the other one is like on back order, but we can't get in contact with the manufacturer is what they told me, which means it's not in back order. You're just holding my money for no reason at this point. Anyways, yeah, but I have no choice. I gotta play it tonight, tomorrow.
Yeah.
Now, what is the quest? Flying? Armored. The one thing I want to see about Fire Emblem Heroes is the number of active players daily in the game.
Last time I checked, it was like what?
How do you have that information?
I saw it once. It was what was it? 200,000?
Ooh.
Something like that? Yeah, it's a lot.
Okay. I'm really curious on how you got that information, because usually that stuff is kept secret. For example, for Langrisser, it was like from a source that worked closely with them that I had, which, by the way, that makes Faye 10 times more players than Langrisser on a daily basis, which is insane. Which makes sense, by the way, because Faye's Langrisser is much smaller. But still, that's an insane amount of players.
Yeah, I gotta look to see where I found that, because it's been a while.
Yeah. It's also why when people tell me like, yeah, Faye dead, I'm like, no.
I mean, the revenue hasn't exactly been doing the best, but you know,
Revenue hasn't been doing the
probably
best,
still best.
but comparatively to the amount of money they spent, it's still perfectly adequate. It's not happy, but it's still a healthy profit. Yeah, I got sponsored to play Trails of Cold Steel 3, which is a great honor, but I haven't been able to play it because this graphics card is shitty. Yeah?
I'm personally surprised by like how frustrated people get with like the monetization, because this isn't the worst IS could probably do, considering
No,
how
but
the
it's
vouchers out
bad.
there.
It's really
It's
bad.
It's bad, but it's not the worst.
I know,
yet.
but you shouldn't put your standards so low. Because it's like saying, you know, we're not at dog shit levels yet. If you put it that low, it's really hard to like have a fault with anything, you know? But yeah, no, I personally have an issue with the monetization thing. It's just gotten a bit ridiculous. I'm sure they'll clean it up eventuly.
That's a good old IS model. Eventually.
Oh, yeah, we'll get to it eventually. Oh my god. By the way,
Eventually.
I want to point this out. When people hear me say bad things about IS, I want you to know this was one of my favorite companies as a kid. Like, as a kid, I love so many of these IS games. I'll just show you guys real quick. So this is Intelligent Systems. What are they responsible for? Intelligent Systems Co. Ltd. is a Japanese video game developer closely affiliated with Nintendo and best known for developing the Fire Emblem, Paper Mario, WarioWare, and War series. Guess who played all of those series? And guess who liked all of those series? Me. I friggin' loved all of them. Like, IS was one of the companies I recognized as a kiddo. I loved all their games. So it's why it's hurt so much more for me to be talking slander about them. because in the past they were just like every game they made was just my favorite game. Like Paper Mario, I still enjoy that. The original Paper Mario is still really good. The new Paper Mario is still really good. Of course, Fire Emblem as a childhood was a big part of my childhood as well. And the War series, Advance Wars. I don't know why they're not making any more, but I loved it. And when they made Battalion Wars, I love that game too. It was when my friend asked me what I wanted as a kid as a birthday present. One year I asked for Fire Emblem Path of Radiance. He got it for me. The other year I asked for Battalion Wars. He got that for me. Like literally, those were for 2 separate years with that friend. I just asked for IS games. That was just literally my childhood. So yeah, they made Mario Bros, Tennis, Wild Gunman. Oh, these I wasn't born in the 80s. I don't know any of these games, so don't even.
Oh, Wrecking Crew. Oh, they made Duck Hunt. Cool.
They made a lot of good games, but I don't. This stuff was not part of my childhood, guys. I was.
Oh wait, they made Mario Bros. Oh, I actually like. I think out of most of the like older games of that generation, I think Mario Bros. Is like one of my favorites.
Yeah. SimCity was a port though. They didn't actually make SimCities.
No, they Mario Paint.
All right, so
Well,
here's
they have a lot of things.
yeah. So here's the actual stuff that I was part of my childhood. Not these games really, but in the 2000s, Paper Mario. I love Paper Mario. I will get this like on every console, but I don't know. I haven't gone in time to play it again in a long time. But Paper Mario is amazing. I love watching people play it as well. Everyone just enjoys it. It's such a whimsical and fun, colorful game, especially from its era of the Nintendo 64.
It's one of the games that just don't age. Like they're
It's timeless. Yep.
Yeah, timeless.
Advance Wars, of course. I missed this game so badly. It's like Fire Emblem, but with guns. It's one way to describe it, I guess. Instead of commanding heroes, you command troops. There you go. Mario Kart Super Circuit. I also enjoyed this back on GBA as a kiddo. Fire Emblem The Binding Blade. Of course, you know that. Fire Emblem, you know that. Advance Wars 2, you know that. WarioWare. WarioWare games are like one of the most memorable games of all time. They're just so zany and weird, but you just can't help but have fun with them. So WarioWare was a big deal is a big deal to me as well. Paper Mario: The Thousand Year Door. This is probably the best Paper Mario game, period. Fire Emblem Sacred Stones. I remember this very well as a kid because I thought Ephraim and I wasn't paying enough attention, so I thought Ephraim and Erica were lovers.
Don't you still think that?
I still interpreted it that way, but I was just like, as a kid, I was just like, why is there no kiss scene and things like that? You know, as a kid, you don't pay as much attention as you should, and you forget crucial things. But I was pretty convinced they were lovers. That just kept calling each other brothers and sisters for some reason, you know?
Personally, I don't think I had those sorts of issues.
Oh, well, you're the weird one. Okay, WarioWare Twisted and Touched. Yeah, WarioWare games, love them too. Advance Wars Dual Strike. This is the last Advance Wars, I believe, before they made Battalion Wars and whatnot. Fire Emblem Path of Radiance, WarioWare. Or did they not make Advance Battalion Wars? Battalion Wars is a spin-off of Advance Wars, so I would have assumed they did. Or maybe they didn't. Huh. Well, I went into Battalion Wars because of Advance Wars. Radiant Dawn, of course, you guys hear me rave about the Telia series. A lot of these Fire Emblem games bore me because I don't like playing as a prince. I don't like this, oh, it's your destiny to do blah, 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 blah. That stuff bores the hell out of me. If I know the ending of something, I lose motivation to play it. Which is why if you guys spoil me on game, it makes it hard for me to play it, so.
I mean, to be fair, most Fire Emblem spoiled. You're the chosen one. Take this dragon effective sword, kill the dragon, end game.
Yeah, I know that, but like they can't tell me that's what it's gonna happen right at the start of the game. A lot of these Fire Emblem games do that. Like you've lost your kingdom, reclaim your kingdom. Like, oh come on, that's so boring. Whereas with Radiant Dawn and the Telia series in general, it doesn't start like that at all. In the Radiant Dawn, you're not even playing as Ike until like way far into the game, right? Like stuff like that throws things off. Like it was just not as it was more open-ended than a lot of other Fire Emblems. That's why I enjoyed it so much.
It's a shame that turns took like 12 hours.
Yeah, I mean, finishing things took a long time. WarioWare do it yourself for the Wii. I love this game. I have great memories of this. I played it with my roommates. I played it with my girlfriend. Like it's just like it's such a fun game just to play with people. It's just it brings everyone together. But yeah, Mystery of the Emblem, of course, for DS. Did not play that because I don't think it was released in English. Paper Mario Sticker Star. I think this is the Paper Mario game that I did not get to play. Codename Steam. I actually got Codename Steam because it went into the bargain bin for $5.
God, that's the most painful thing I've heard. Oh my god, that Codename Steam is such a good game.
It is a fantastic game, but nobody played it.
It was
and nobody
amazing.
bought it.
Like, okay. Out of Codename Steam, I got the most enjoyment out of Codename Steam out of any IS game recently. Just that was amazing. Like, I got it like towards launch, so I was actually able to play like the multiplayer part, like PvP. It was
I didn't
actually like
do that.
amazing.
I believe you. I definitely believe you. But yeah. Fire Emblem Fates and everything here you should probably know about Paper Mario Color Splash. I have not played this either. Mostly because I heard they really dumbed it down, so I canceled my pre-order. But yeah, Three Houses, Shadows of Valentia, like, these are quality Fire Emblem games. But I'm just saying, like, they did so many things right. And then for Heroes, they're, like, just not on top of things. Is a light way of putting things. So it's just kind of upsetting. But yeah, as a kid, I've loved IS for such a long time. But yeah, it's hard because a lot of these games are just like, they did such a good job. Why are they, what are they doing? Damn, Fates is gonna be 5 years old. That makes me feel old. I still remember pre-ordering the game. I still remembering being upset and like messaging Amazon support. I'm like, when is Revelations? You know, where's the special edition coming up? And they're like, dear customer, when it comes up, we will notify you. Just press the notification button. And then it coming close to the date, it was like, why is it still not up? It's like, dear customer, supplies are dictated by like market standards and whatnot. I was like, what the? Just say you don't have it. But like, yeah, I was waiting for it for so long, and eventually I didn't get it, so I just settled for Fates, which ended up being the better idea. So.
And people sure, I hope that buying Revelations was a worthwhile experience for most people. Yeah.
But it's also just like the big thing of like owning a special edition Fire Emblem game. That's a big deal to me.
I have special editions for some games, not all games. Fire Emblem was never one I go for active. I just am cynical enough after, you know, Fates.
What? I thought you liked Fates though.
I like the gameplay of Fates. I didn't like Fates. How should I say? It's just like.
Oh, you sound like a tsundere. Wow.
I think he means more that he doesn't like how the story for Fates is a complete shit show from start to finish.
I hate 95% of the entire cast. So, you know,
what
that's
the
not a great
heck?
start.
How's that even work out? How do you play through a game for gameplay alone if you just hate everything?
I mean, that's the thing. I like the gameplay.
Oh my god. I didn't even. By the way, you guys saw my playthrough of Fates. I never completed it on stream, but I was playing it. The gameplay wasn't the selling point for me. I like the story, mostly because I would just take my own twist on it. But no, like the. By the way, I'm not saying the story was good. You'll probably not understand it unless you were there for my Fates playthrough. I did not take anything seriously. But no, but like the gameplay wasn't like the kicker for me. Like it was okay. It was good. It was good. They were pretty fun battles that I was playing through. But yeah, no, it's a complete package that I found enjoyable. Wrys was like, you can skip the gameplay. Whoops, I mean story. Yeah. Big mistake.
I mean, you could technically skip the gameplay with certain very controversial. Oh man.
Yeah, I've said before. I've said before I haven't actually played Fates, but I know enough of the story, and like the fact that it's driven so much by stupid for the sake of plot just bothers the hell out of me.
As it should.
Phoenix mode is such a meme. Like, oh my god. Play this mode if you want to just listen to the story. Oh man.
All right. Anyways, I think that's it for the stream. I'm not missing anything, am I?
I got no quests left. Maps expiring.
I mean, technically,
Oh,
we should
tap
go
battle.
over the art, but it's
I don't know
already
if you
late.
want to do that. We
Huh?
still have to do
Yeah.
tap battle.
Yeah, we get orbs for tap battle, but you know that's tomorrow.
No, I mean you have dailies.
Yeah.
I think that's everything. No Coliseum modes. That was all for announcements.
All right. So I guess we'll try and work in art like on Thursday or Friday. I would hope so. Man, we're really late on it. But
Well,
whatever.
let's put it this way: she comes out on Thursday.
Okay, perfect. We can just do it all at once. We'll do 3 sets of art all at once. 2-hour art stream. Let's go.
Yes, total art stream.
Oh boy.
Oh boy. All right. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, leave a like, subscribe, follow. All these things support the stream. If you really enjoyed, check us out on discord.gg/nimdim. That's the link to chat with fellow Fire Emblem Heroes players or other gacha players or whatnot. You guys are always welcome. I did Hall of Forms earlier today, so yeah, I think I got everything. Anyways, it was a joy, but I got editing to do, and I also want to eat dinner. I didn't get to eat dinner. I had like less than an hour of a break, I guess, after the Mario Kart stream, so. Anyways, see, tomorrow is Hall of Forms. No, hero reviews. Tomorrow's hero reviews. I don't think I'll have time to do the Hall of Forms heroes that we had from last time. I gotta do the sponsor stream too. And then there's the data mine, so tomorrow's pretty packed as well. Look forward to that tomorrow. And yeah. Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed. Subscribe if you did. Follow if you did. But yeah. Have a great night, guys. Stay safe.
As far
Good
as
night,
the data
everybody.
mine, that'll be on Wednesday night, not Tuesday night.
Wait,
Yeah,
I thought today was 20.
today's the 28th, Tuesday.
It is now the 28th after going past midnight.
Oh shit, we might have time then.
Yeah, tomorrow is like if you have hero reviews or anything like that. Tonight technically, and then
yeah.
Wednesday is the data mine.
Yep.
Okay, so then still tomorrow's gonna be packed, but that's good. I can shift a few
Yeah.
things around.
Yeah, you don't have to at least worry about that much.
Excellent.
All right.
Convenient, right? No,
Alright.
nothing is convenient. By the way, we're gonna do a quick raid. So stick by if you guys can for PSO Flow. We're gonna raid Lily. She's been really busy because she's an essential worker. She works as a vet, but as a technician, kind of like nurses for doctors. You know, you can do 90% of the work, you just can't sign up on everything. So she's basically like the equivalent, except for a vet. But yeah, let's make her day. It'll be fun. And she sounds like Felicia. I say that every time. But then recently she hasn't sounded like Felicia. So I don't know. Maybe I was crazy, or maybe all girls sound like Felicia to me at this point. Which, by the way, would be weird. I don't even like Felicia that much.
Well, I'm sure you like other characters she's voiced, but, well, voice actors dub.
Who's the voice actress?
Pretty sure it's Connor Kelly, right?
Oh shit. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. That's true. Whoa. Yeah. If she could say that perfectly, that'd be cool. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for dropping by. Love you all. See you guys tomorrow. Don't be rude now, chat. Stream guests.
Good night, everybody. Be safe.
See ya.
Be well, stay safe, and stay healthy.
All right,
Look at
choo.
that.
Here we go. Oh, we
Early
got trouble.
stream.
That's good. Ooh,
I like
thanks,
that.
Orcheron. Oh, come on. I can't copy that stupid cat. All right, whatever. Let's go.
Can't say it didn't hurt, but you have nothing to apologize for. I mean, you've said worse, Felix.
I actually have no idea where she is in the game.
Oh, fuck.
Academy arc.
Hello.
Okay.
Considerably worse.
Yeah, you're fine.
How's it going?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Yeah.
It's not that.
Known each other since
Especially
we were
since it's
kids.
support.
We're not gonna let your constant verbal abuse get in the way of our friendship, are we?
I'm going through a shit ton of support conversations.
No, I suppose not.
I like trouble.
How was stream? Anything cool happen?
Whenever I started doing something dumb, you'd yell.
Thank you for the follows, guys. I feel like
Imagine
I'm the only
that,
person
stream
not
ending
playing
before
Animal
2 a.m.
Crossing right now.
Yeah, no kidding.
Would find out and start lecturing us. All these years and not much has changed, has it?
Honestly, it hurts. I want
Oh,
to play
thank you
Animal
for the
Crossing,
follows.
but
Thank you so
you know,
much.
I just got it like
I don't know.
Saturday.
When we were young?
I'm so late.
Now you're
must be
the
nice.
exact opposite.
I'm probably not gonna get it anytime soon.
Good for nothing then, good for nothing now.
It just feels
I don't
bad
like
because
this
I got
conversation
New
as
Leaf